Beautifully done. That was Carissa Gorham from Kent, Oregon with our national anthem. Hello, everybody. Wayne Brooks here on behalf of the Pendleton Roundup, and I'm pleased to present our Queen Kayla Fawcett and her royal court. Entering from the east is Princess Kinley McAnally of Pendleton, Oregon. These are the toughest girls on horses. From the west, it's the Princess Charlie King of Athena, Oregon. Back to the east for Princess Olivia Corbett from Pendleton. And back to the west for Princess Jenna Moore of Colotus, Washington. And now, entering from the north, the queen of the 2024 Pendleton Roundup, Kayla Fawcett of Pendleton, Oregon. Not only are they five of the loveliest young ladies in the Northwest, but they are representing, as we say, welcome to the 10-time large outdoor rodeo of the year. The number one requirement is if you're going to be a queen at the Pendleton Roundup, you better be a cowgirl. Let's ride, ladies. Let's ride. And now, representing 16 hard-working directors, for the first time ever, the president of the 114th Pendleton Roundup, it's a lady, Tia DeGroff of Pendleton, Oregon. God bless the year of the cowgirl. Rolling down a long highway out to Mexico, drifting down the sound of fate around a boom. All right, north side, let's bring those flags around in style. Addicted to a natural high. Don't know why it's a feeling. All he knows is it's got you right. He's addicted to danger. There's a 100-year-old bell that'll signify the changing from event to event as we welcome our 6 cowboy pickup men into the arena, 6 of the best of the business. Before we buck that first horse, we've all got to come together. It's an opportunity for you to, maybe for the first time in your life ever, to say let her buck with pride, loud and proud. So when I count to 3, let's all get set to do it as loud as you can. The crew down below is ready. The horses are ready. The cowboys are ready. The question is, are you ready, Pendleton? On 3, let's let her buck. 1, 2, 3.
'Cause I'm cheating.
Oh my! Mason Clements, the Utah Bareback riding round superstar, gets on muster at the round winner of round 2 at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. That is one of the wildest horses in this bunch to ride today. We've already got 1 score on the board for our contestants. The score today will be added together with the former score to see who has the most on 2 head. You don't have to wait on the points. You can cheer them on anytime. The first score of the day for the first bucking horse rider. How about an 87-point ride to start things off? They have separated the wheat from the chaff, the cream from the milk today as we recognize the top 12 in every event at the Pendleton Roundup. Jacob Lee's next to go, Caldwell, Idaho. Cowtown from Summit Pro Rodeo. a rodeo company that won the 2022 Remuda Award for having the best herd of bucking horses in pro rodeo. Lee's has his hands full, and basically we're going from the low man on the totem pole with a couple of 83-point rides right here, all the way up. The last man to go will have the highest score of the week so far. That'll be Kate Saunier with an 86.5. There's only 3.5 points separating all 12 of these bareback riders. Now, you first-timers, the more noise you make, the harder they try, and the contestants know how great the fans are here. Don't be afraid to help them. Ooh, watch out. Hang on, Jacob. Ooh, that is some cowboy stuff right there. Man. Thank you to Will Johns with 124 performances carrying our United States flag and 100 performances of carrying that flag each and every performance at the Pendleton Roundup. What a team, what a team, what a team. So the horse fell down. The veteran fans know how to answer this. The cowboy gets a what? You got it. Garrett Chadbolt and Deep Springs from Jeff Davis and 4-Star Rodeo Company. This is a rematch for the number 8 ranked cowboy in the world standings. He bid on this horse at the national finals. He's been on this horse in Salinas, California, and he knows him. Our cowboy, the 2019 Rookie of the Year, third man to nod his head today, but don't forget, Jacob Lees, he'll come back and get on another one before it's all said and done. Twice to our national finals rodeo for a cowboy that might tip the scales here on the Golden Circle of Champions Day. We're going to talk a lot about that pretty quick, but might tip the scales at about 140 pounds. The horse, about 1,250 or 1,300. Welcome to the Peanut Gallery. That's the contestants out on the grass. It's been that way for 100 years. Whether it's contestants from yesterday or day before, or helpers, or paramedics, or photographers, welcome to it all. Mason Clements, nice ride, buddy. Oh, boy. Wow. Jimmy, was that a free hand? Yep. That's what I was afraid of. We see the yellow flag sitting out there right about a front chute number 10 or so. That horse was yanking him so hard that free hand came around and slapped the bucking horse, and that results in a no score. So when we get him on the ground, I'd like to remind everybody that through the entry fees, through the hard rides, all that cowboy's going to get is whatever comes out of the grandstands today. Come on. Ooh, man, that horse did buck. Clay Jorgensen, OLS Tubbs, Stevie Nicks. This is the number 3 bucking horse of the year. From the Canadian finals to 7 times to our regular national finals. At this level, with these group of cowboys, the only difference between these 12 contestants is what they draw. They can all win world titles. They can all win rodeos. But did you draw the right one? Whoa, get out of there. Whoa. I'm glad to see him stand up. That horse stomped right on his right leg. Maybe it was just the shaps, but I'm glad he's walking away. Tell him you're happy he's walking away as well, will you? Clay Jorgensen, Watford City, North Dakota. He moves to the lead by a half a point when we add them up together. School board says 87 again. So everybody tries to show their rodeo knowledge before this short round, okay? And everybody has their picks. I talked to one of our stock contractors that said this was his pick right here. It's Waylon Bourgeois and a summit horse called Game Trail. They won some big rodeos on the horse. Rapid City, South Dakota, Gooding, Idaho. Bourgeois in the top 20 in the world, but not in the top 15. He needs money today. And if you win your respective event, you can get out of here with about $15,000 or $20,000, the last big regular season rodeo of the year. Your cowboy pickup men are Matt Twitchell, Bob Marriott, J2 Brown, Clint Humble, Mitch Coleman of the famous Coleman family of Oregon, and Tyler Kraft, the ranch manager of the Calgary Stampede. Let's ride another one. Come on. Oh, boy. Woo! I'll tell you what a dead giveaway is when the other bareback riders, when they start cheering, you know you've got one heck of a ride going on, and he did. Get him on the grass where he can hear you. Show me the money. 88 points for Bourgeois. They have stacked the deck today with the premier best bucket horses and bulls in the world of pro rodeo. Mason Stoller now with a horse from Wayne Bold called True Grit. Number 3 rookie of the year, Bonita Oregon Cowboy. Here you go, Oregon, he's yours. For our Oregon rodeo fans, it's his first full year in competition. He's trying to win the Rookie of the Year award. And a great ride for a young cowboy. 84 and a half for Stoller today. 84 and a half. Wow. So congratulations to the Sankey family as our grand marshals. If you were with us here yesterday morning, one of the greatest non-motorized, non-commercialized parades in the world, the Sankey family named the grand marshals, carrying on a great tradition of being here at the Pendleton Roundup. Today, it's a Wisconsin cowboy named Nick Pelkey that's got one of those Sankey bucket horses, MLW's Irish Eyes, that they have won the finals on here before. Again, top 20 cowboy, but needs a little push with the money side of things to get to his first NFR. Great draw. And a horse we've seen about every time they open the doors at the Thomas and Mack, they pick this horse to be there. MLW's Irish Eyes from Sankey with Wade Sankey on the back of the chutes. They love the noise. Don't forget, everybody. Whoa. That was an 8-second fight right there. Every one of these horses have got lots and lots of buck in them. 81, and how well you can ride one of these Army anchors makes the difference on whether you win or not. Chute number 6 is where we're headed. Watch the motion of the feet. From the break of the shoulders all the way up to that bareback rigging is what our pro officials are watching for as we moved out of Cole Franks. Bronc Riding Nation. They split round 6 at the Wrangler National Finals last year on this bucket horse. And they won the finals right here in Pendleton on this horse a year ago. Bronc Riding Nation. Franks, the 2021 college all-around and bareback riding champion at the college level. And he's been having a great year. Come on, Cole. Clarendon, Texas. So many times I've tried, but I'm still caged inside. You don't want to mess this horse up, and he knows it better than anybody. That horse kind of squatting down just a little bit. Stock contractors and cowboys trying to get him to stand just a little bit better. That first jump is so critical. Billy Ward, the big guy with the white shirt and the golden circle of champions on his neck. He is our chute boss, and he does better than anybody I know at the Pendleton Roundup. Let's go. Woo! So some of the horses, they don't mind the grass at all. They'll go right straight across over there. Some of the horses like that one right there. This year, he did not want any part of that grass. Time he got on the grass, he kind of sold up. Therefore, Cole Franks, get your rigging. We're going to get you another horse, buddy. Re-ride time again. Who's the hottest young bareback riding talent in the world today? It's the next man called Weston Timberman. Just checking the order. We're good. We're good. This is the #1 Resistol Rookie of the Year. Sankey Rodeo horse. They won round 9 in Las Vegas on the horse called Land of Fancy. You watch how fast this 2024 college champion's feet are. He's got some of the fastest feet in our business. The name sounds familiar. He's a nephew to Kelly Timberman, world champion. I think we've got time, Lauren, to take a peek at that average leaderboard. This is what makes all the difference in the world. 171.5 on 2 rides. This young man comes in with an 84.5 on his first horse. You can do a little math and figure out where he needs to be. #1 Rookie of the Year from Resistol right now. Oh, boy. Go on, Weston. Go on. That fresh-faced youngster is going to win millions of dollars in the rodeo business with the way he rides. A little bit of a rough get-off. But I think this will make him feel a little better. Take a look at this, Weston. You're going to like it. 89. Woo. Boy, is he having fun. Is he having fun. He's going to go to his first National Finals rodeo this year, his rookie year. There's not a whole bunch of them that can brag about doing that. We're down at shooting 5 right now for Bradley Miller. Kay's Atomic Blonde is a money horse. 17th in the world. So many of our top contestants today are ranked top 20, 25, 30 in the world. This is where the cream rises. That's the goal for all of our stock contractors. There's a dozen of them that come together here at the Pendleton Roundup. The goal is that this is an even pen of buckers. Everybody needs to have the same chance, the same shot to win this rodeo. They're saying an 85-point ride for Bradley, 85. Listen, that'd win probably 50, 60, 70% of the rodeos on the rodeo trail. Way down by where the Cowboy Channel is, chute number 15 is where it's going to happen. My man Cole Reiner from Wyoming. Lunatic Heaven of Brookman Rodeo Company's a rematch. He was just a pile of points on this horse in Sydney, Montana. He is one notch, one hole out of the top 15. What he does in the next 10 seconds could make a difference whether we watch him on TV in Las Vegas or not. Cole Reiner, Buffalo, Wyoming, 85 on his first head. Come on, Cole, I'll cheer you on, buddy. Four pro officials are watching very closely on the rule book, and with the points, they'll decide where $680,000 will go. Go on, Cole. Go on. Oh, here we go into the peanut gallery. Look out, everybody. Holy cow, that horse is a lot harder to ride than what you might think. He had a lot of drop, and he handled him well. We're going to try to give you a look on every one of our rides, every one of our runs. Look how snappy his feet are getting back down into the neck. How about we put him in the number 2 spot overall with another 88-point ride. It is not uncommon to witness a 90 or 2 or 3 of them here at the finals at Pendleton. We're down to the last 4 guys. Don't forget the 2 re-ride opportunities besides the last 4. Here comes the reigning champion of the Pendleton Roundup, Dean Thompson from Utah. He's got a Brookman horse called SOS, and it helped him go to his first national finals rodeo, the money that he won right here in Pendleton. SOS with a big win in Redding, California on this bucking horse a year ago. Dean Thompson, some of his wins this year: Tucson, Arizona, Sisters, Oregon, Greeley, Colorado, Ogden, Utah. He has been having his way with them down to chute 16. And if you look just to the east of that chute, that is the Cowboy Channel crew. We'll say hello to them in a minute. Oh, have some fun. Have some fun. That long-haired wild man has fun everywhere he goes. And get him back down on the ground. It's an 82-point ride, but you can give him a little recognition just the same, just the same. Jacob Lees was offered the option of a re-ride. He says, you bet. He's crawling on down to chute number 9, 10, 11, 12 right now. Jacob Lees and Lewandowski's Shoutin' Shoes from Sankey Pro Rodeo Company. Ooh, it's a great draw, too. He's the one that the horse fell down. Thank goodness he didn't get hurt. Healthy enough to come back and get on his second bucking horse. Pro officials Bobby Davis, Bruce Keller, Lane Peterson, Jimmy Adams watching on. He's ready. No problem. That's the kind of ride that we're used to seeing from Jacob Lees. He is steadfast in our top 15 in the world right now. Whoa. Good job, Jacob. 85 and a half. As everybody was trying to sound smart before the rodeo started, this was my pick. The judges, they don't care what I think or what you think, but they think about what they think. Here comes Landingham of Hat Creek, California. They won the finals in Fort Worth, Texas on this horse from Ward Moxa, OLS Tubbs Sideshow. Landingham, the tall man from California, the 2021 Pendleton Roundup champion, and the winner of this year's Calgary Stampede. Let's go, RC. 90 points, buddy. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. He gets them long legs of fire, and he looks like a combine up there getting to work. And he comes in with an 85-point ride. Everybody is chasing by a half a point. Everybody is chasing Weston Timberman. He's at 173.5 on 2 rides. No reride for Cole Franks. He said he had decided not to get on another one. So that means we're down to one more cowboy. It's the cowboy in the driver's seat today. He came in with the highest score at 86.5. Cade Saunier. He's a Louisiana wild man. Top 25 in the world in an NFR where they split Lewiston horse. And a former winner at Cheyenne Frontier Days on the bucket horse as well. Sankey horse called Sozo. He's got a brand new little girl this year. And after winning the Calgary Stampede last summer, he named her Calgary with a K. Big, stout, young, healthy cowboy. Come on, Saunier, let's ride. Oh, right through the middle of them. Zeke, I don't think you're hanging out with the right guys down there. Jeez. There's 3 of them right down there. They didn't even move. 85 points for Saunier. 85. So let's go back and look at them. We will get an official okay from our rodeo secretary. They don't get enough recognition as the week goes on, but in behind the scenes, they keep all the numbers right, all the scores, all the times, and this is a huge rodeo with 800. Over 800 was the final count on our contestants. It's showing Western Timberman at 173.5. It is official. The number 1 rookie of the year wins the Pendleton Roundup. How many folks here, don't raise your hand if it's your first time, how many folks here by applause are at the Pendleton Roundup for the very first time? Make some noise, first timers, let me hear you.
In style. How about that? Coming from the middle of the pack, but he had that Land of Fancy from Sankey Rodeo Company. They've been in the 90s the last 3 times out, and that is an impressive way to start our show. Weston, number 9 in the world. Cole Reiner desperately needed to get that 173 on a pair. Cole Reiner needed to get big money out of here, stay alive. He needed points that could maybe net him a top 8 invitation to the Governor's Cup. Hopefully so. He needed that as he sets number 15 in the world. So congratulations to Cole Reiner, actually 16th in the world, and his whole season was riding on that right here today. Cade Saunier at number 22 in the world, and he has an outside chance of gaining some more ground and getting in that top 15 as well. So that concludes our first championship. Let's go to the presentation right now.
And sponsored. Presenting today is Gary George, Chief Executive Officer for Wild Horse Resort and Casino. An official championship trophy buckle, sterling with gold lettering and unique triple bucket horse design made by Montana Silversmiths and sponsored by CHI St. Anthony Hospital. Presenting today, Harry Geller, CEO of CHI St. Anthony. A 30X Resist All Rough and Ready Cowboy hat, official hat of Pro Rodeo, and proud sponsor of the Pendleton Champion Hat Awards. Presenting today, Bonnie Brown on behalf of Resist All. The highest quality custom designed saddle pad of exquisite gray wool and leather, uniquely and creatively handmade and donated by Best Ever Pads, a proud American company. Presenting today is the Queen and her court and Happy Canyon Princesses. A Yeti Tundra 45 cooler with a Buck and Horse logo baked into the lid, brought to you by Yeti. Presenting today, Queen Kayla Fossick on behalf of Yeti. A Pendleton wool blanket custom made and sponsored by Pendleton Woolen Mills. Presenting today is Matt Kolsky. A leather jacket with custom embroidery, sponsored by High Street Insurance and Financial Services. Presenting today is Brian Lackey of the LeGrand office. A pair of cowboy boots presented by Horsepower. Making the presentation today is Ryan and Jody Vaughn. Ryan is the CEO of Rios Mercedes Family Brands and enjoys the Chief of Design, a champion baseball hat made in the USA and exclusively from Hui to go to the backpack, to go with the backpack of champions. The mule will carry your boots and your hat as you head off to the next rodeo, presented by Pam Woolley of Hui. A hand-engraved silver pocket watch with the raised gold buck and horse emblem, designed and sponsored by Montana Silver, the official time of the Pendleton Roundup. Presenting today is Callie Adams, Director of Events at Montana Silver. The 940 BK03 Osborne Original, true ranch knife, and has been put to work for over 20 years. The new version features a burnt copper aluminum handle, DLC Battle Wash CPM MagnaCat blade, and a reverse tanto blade shape along with the axis. Known for its quality handcrafted USA-made design, presenting today is Megan Anderson, Event Manager of Benchmade Knife Company. With the Cowboy Channel, I'd like to welcome to the microphone and to the TV, Miss Katie Lucas has the pleasure of visiting with all of our champions today.
Well, we know the Pendleton Roundup is all about carrying on a great tradition, and this young man here kicks us off by doing exactly that. Your Uncle Kelly won this event in the 100th anniversary back in 2010. Weston, for you, what does it mean to carry on that great family tradition?
Oh, it means the world. This is one of the most world-renowned rodeos that we come to, and we talked about it back in spring. What my favorite rodeo to come, or excited to come to, was, and this is the one, and we ended up winning it. It's so cool.
And you're now joining those history books too as our 2024 Bareback Riding Champion.
Three more awards to tell you about right quick before he makes that victory lap. Bottle of Pendleton whiskey with personalized glass etching and Champions Edition commemorative bottle from Pendleton Whiskey. Presenting the bottle is Mindy Monjaras, Pendleton Whiskey Posse Manager. Hello, Mindy. Buck's Back gear bag with the Buck and Horse logo from Wild Horse Resort and Casino. It'll be presented today by our Happy Canyon Princesses. And Vax sunglasses. Every pair is lightweight, polarized, and features superior lens technology for premium durability and optical clarity. Brought to you by Bex and presented by the Queen and Court. Today,
what a big day for Weston Timmerman. Pretty much clinched his first trip to the National Finals rodeo. Weston came in number 9. This will bump him up a couple of spots, and I think top 7, you're safe with 2 weeks left into the season. With all the big money with the Governor's Cup and then Mandan coming a new addition to a big money rodeo here this next weekend, it's hard for me to guesstimate what that safe position would be inside the top 10. Typically, you would be okay with 2 weeks left, but I can't say that for sure this year. There's the rest of the leaderboard. Cole Reiner ends up in that number 2 spot, and boy, did he need that. Congratulations to Cole Reiner as he puts together an 88. Waylon Bourgeois also on the bubble, so his hopes are alive. At number 18 for the Church Point, Louisiana man. That was an amazing ride on Game Trail there today from Summit Rodeo. Weston flies by our booth on that victory lap, and we are getting ready for the next event. We're going to see some Indian relay races. This is going to be the final day and the only race that you're going to see here today. So we're looking forward to the championship round of the Indian relay races. Let's go in to watch that final race right now.
Bareback horse. Rough stock. Yeah, there we go. Bareback horse today. It's Deep Springs 4-Star Rodeo Company out of Cottonwood, California. Jeff Davis and family, congratulations to you guys. Whoa. What a great way to kick things off here on Championship Saturday. As we get ready for our next event, listen for that 100-year-old bell to signify we're changing events, and you're going to love this. There's only one Indian relay race today. After 3 days and about, 3, 6, 7 Indian relay races over the last 3 days, these are the best 4 teams out of the bunch. Team number 1, the Carlson Relay Team, the rider Chaz Racine in yellow. Blackfeet Tribe of Browning, Montana. The Cedar Ridge Team, the rider George Galloway in the black and camo and orange from the Shoshone-Bannock Tribe of Fort Hall, Idaho. The Omak Express Team, Tyler Peasley in the gray camo, Colville Tribe of Omak. And the Abramson Relay, long-legged Scotty Abramson in the purple and white from the Colville Tribe of Omak, Washington. Now, normally, especially if you've been here before, I can typically give you a little hint on which one I think is going to be number one. Today, not even a chance. All four of these teams are at the height of their careers. And I'll just let you know, as we talked about that program, this is hallowed ground in the rodeo business and the relay racing business. It's going to get wild. Get ready, everybody. It's a standing start. They got to change horses 2 times. Listen for the gun. This is going to be one of the greatest relay races of all time. It's all about the transitions. How fast can you get off and get back on the next one? The Carlson Relay Team is in the lead. One more lap for the whole enchilada for the 2024 Pendleton Roundup. Oh, we got a horse race. We got a horse race today. It's going to be a photo finish. I know it is. Yeah, go on, go on, go on. Wow, 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 wow. Here comes the replay on the big screen right now. The guy on the inside, I know that's the Omak Express team. Boy, that was close. That was close. I'm pretty sure your winner in yellow will be the Cedar Ridge team of the Shoshone-Bannock Tribe of Fort Hall, Idaho. We'll have the final results today, as we also have our relay awards today. Oh, yeah. Wow. That's 4 of the greatest Native American riders in the world. 4 of the best teams with all the great horses you could ask for. Folks, if you've enjoyed our partnership with the Native American tribes that camp out here at the Pendleton Roundup, let's send them all out of here with one more big cheer. So here comes the Men Relay Race Awards. Custom designed yellow hair belt buckle award to each member. Brought to you by the Temastalict Cultural Institute, Terry and Jane Clark, all of Pendleton. Presenting the buckle today from the Temastalict Cultural Institute is Director Bobby Connor and the Happy Canyon Princesses. Our award 2 for each member, a beautifully embroidered championship jacket donated by High Street Insurance and Financial Services. Presenting today is Michael McMillan and daughters Riley McMillan of the Pendleton office. For each team member, a wool blanket sponsored by Pendleton Woolen Mills. And presenting today is Rob Bishop of Oksana Ani. A Bucks Bank gear bag for the Buck and Horse logo on it, sponsored by Wild Horse Resort Casino. Presenting today are the Happy Canyon Princesses. Our women's race, there's only one of those during the week. We had that yesterday. Our women's race awards include that yellow hair buckle and the past Pendleton Roundup Indians director, Rob Collins, and his wife, Donna, presenting today. The championship jacket from High Street Insurance and Financial Services. Presenting today is Robert Mulcare of the Pendleton office. Custom embroidered horse blanket donated in memory of Carolyn.
Well, congratulations. It has been a great week to watch the Indian racers. Now, when we come back, tie down roping, Bruston Mitten trying to move into the top 15. A win here could do it. You're watching the championship round of the Pendleton Roundup on the Cowboy Channel.
I feel like we live in the greatest country in the world. I'm so proud to be an American and also to wear an American.
I've always strived to be the best in everything that I've done. When it comes to cowboy hats, there's only one choice, and that's I'm going to have an American on my head.
I wear American hats because the quality's the best, and the legacy that Mr. Maddox left behind is everything that I want to represent as a cowboy.
My name is Jeremiah Ivan. I'm a supervisor in Robot Weld. This isn't a job to me. I go home with a smile every day. We all treat each other like we're family. We definitely take advantage of our weekends. You're only guaranteed one day at a time. If we make it the best we possibly can, we may get lucky enough to have another one.
It's the home stretch, the final quarter of the pro rodeo season. So, on Zero In, we'll be keeping track of those numbers closer than ever.
We spend a lot of time on this show setting the stage, talking about the rodeo world at large. But for the final 2 months of the year, Mike, it's all about number 1 and number 15 as we look at the race for the world title and the race to make it to Las Vegas.
Yeah, there's a lot of excitement inside the top 5, but like you said, we're moving our focus towards that bubble, the number 15 through number 20, because a lot of dreams are going to be realized and a lot of bubbles will be burst over the coming weeks. Each week is more important than the last. $1,000 goes a long ways over these next couple weeks.
There's so many numbers going around the pro rodeo world right now, so we're going to help you make sense of it with our 5 fast facts, timed event breakdown, rough stock report, and of course, Make an 8. That's coming your way this season on Zero In, presented by Cinch.
Let her buck. It's more than a saying. It's a way of life. It's taking on the day. It's leaning into what you're doing, whatever you're doing. And that's why it's on every bottle of Pendleton whiskey. It's not just poured. It's earned. Pendleton whiskey. Let her buck.
I love platinum trailers because I like to be creative with my design and how I like my tack rooms set up.
They're very well built. The details there, the quality's there.
A trailer that's going to hold its value is a lot more important than one that's going to fall to pieces on you in a short amount of time. Having a nice trailer you can sleep in is just as important as having a nice home as having a nice trailer.
Elegantly engineered.
Extraordinarily tough.
Platinum trailers.
Welcome back to 100 Rodeos in 100 Days here on the Cowboy Channel, presented by Arian and RM43. Already 108 rodeos. Can't believe we're winding down this wonderful time of the year. Summertime is about over. But today we're just getting started in the championship round of the Pendleton Roundup. Let's take a look at the tie-down roping contestants, and Marcus Costa needs to get something done here. He is number 15 in the world. The other big story is the Peterson boys from just over the hill at Hermiston. They live between Pendleton and Hermiston. Michael Peterson is here with brother Preston. Preston, the 6'8" cowboy who finished top 3 here last year. Jake Pratt from Ellensburg is here. Riley Webb's the world champion, and Zach Youngbuzz, number 10 in the world. Bruston Mitten leads, or there's the high callback, is number 19 in the world. take a look at the map right now. Oh my, this is a good look at just where we're located, northeast corner of Oregon, a long ways from Billings, a long ways from Las Vegas, and 1,800 miles from Fort Worth. That is how we're going to finish up. About the last 6 weeks, a lot of the contestants have been 6 weeks in the Pacific Northwest between Idaho and northern Utah and Washington and Oregon. It's a wonderful place to be. August and the first 2 weeks in September. So we're glad to have Matt Merritt, first time here to the Pendleton Roundup, as he is the rodeo entertainer, taking center stage right now, working the crowd, and the wave is on as they are making the final preparations for that fence, the long portable alley.
Go, 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 go. Hurry, we're timing you.
A bushy, bushy blonde hair, serving USA.
Oh, we might have a chance. We might have a chance. 37.3. Can we do it? Time. Oh, whoop. 38.9. You missed it.
Really?
One more time. Does everyone understand that we have to be fast? 37.3.
Right. Let me call my first guy real quick before you do it. Cody Craig, Wendell, Idaho will be our first tie-down roper getting set to ride in the box. So we say thank you to Pendleton Whiskey and the Bareback, Cayuse Native Solutions in the Indian Relay, and Boot Barn here in our tie-down roping.
All right, he's not in the box yet, so we want to finish before the Cowboy starts, okay?
Okay, you got it.
Everybody ready? Starting and ending in the same place. On your mark, get set, go! Faster. We're at 20 seconds. Come on, we got it. Time. Oh my God, you've blown it out of the water. 29 flat. Give yourself a round of applause.
You are a mess. Welcome back, buddy. As Cody Craig gets ready, we're going to find out who can sing, and we're going to find out who's got a little rhythm in their body today. Come on, get your hands going, everybody. Come on. It's a perfect day to put a smile on your face, meet your neighbor, and clap your hands. He is back in the box and ready to go. Our 2018 number 2 Rookie of the Year made the cut in the top 12. Oh, it's going to be a great day in every event. That is one of the fastest times that we've seen. We saw a couple down in the 8-second range here over the week. Cody Craig starts him off hot with a 9-flat run. Now what we're going to do, if you look on the top of that screen down there that says Letterbuck, you can see Cody Craig's name. That's his average total on 3 or aggregate, and that's probably going to change all the way down the line because we're going from the slowest to the fastest guy in the tie-down open. But I will tell you this, it's only 3.6 seconds between the number 1 man and the last guy to go, the fastest cowboy. Down to Michael Peterson, Hermiston, Oregon. For those of you that want to cheer for the Oregonians a little more than the rest, please do. Please do. His brother, Preston, qualified to be here today as well. Come on, Oregon, I need you. Boot Barn brings brings you the event. Michael Peterson brings you a 9.3 run. Whew, there's a lot going on today. Welcome to the Cowboy Channel. For those of you watching from home, we got a few tickets available on Wednesday. Only letter buck passes available for the last 3 performances. Sold out strong. And from the Cowboy Channel, Justin McKee, our host, Katie Lucas doing the interviews with our winners, but also a talented young lady that I have yet to say her name, but I'm going to do it today. Carly Peterson. She's the boss. She's the producer. And boy, does she do a great job. So welcome to Carly and the whole crew from the Cowboy Channel, broadcasting every performance live on television to the world. Jake Pratt. Where's all the folks today from Washington? Make a little noise, Washington people. Big, long, tall drink of water from Ellensburg, Washington. The national finals, and a Cowboy that finished just outside the top 15 last December. He's trying to make sure that doesn't happen again this year. Well, they are fresh cattle. We're going to have some fast times today. Watch out. Jake Pratt's in the house. Make sure he stays tied down. It's an 8.8 second run. That's about as fast as you can get it done here. Oh, man. So I've already mentioned that program, but what I did not mention is you could win a beautiful Pendleton Woolen Mills blanket today. If you end up with the program signed by the very first female president of the Pendleton Roundup, Tia DeGroft, then you will win that great prize, one of the most coveted awards that comes from Pendleton. So one of the famous names in the Northwest, the Miners, Jason Miner, Ellensburg, Washington, 2021 all-around Columbia River Circuit champion. Let's kind of do another little survey. How many folks from Idaho? Make a little noise, the Idaho people. Where are you? Welcome. We checked with the Idaho folks. Yeah, there'll be some of those. And how many folks are proud to say you are born and raised native Oregonians? Where's those folks at, huh? They are hustling around today in the grass. 11.8 for our all-around Columbia River Circuit champion. Your Columbia River Circuit takes in Oregon, Washington, and Northern Idaho, with the finals in Redmond, Oregon, every year at the end of the year. Where'd you go? I hear you, but I got you. I got you.
Austin, do you have the Lion King music? Can you put me on camera and play the Lion King music? Everything that you see that the sun touches is now yours. But the darkness, that is Portland, and we do not go there.
You are terrible. You are terrible. Marcos Costa. I'm a big fan of this guy. He's about 6'3", about 210, 220. 2017 world champion, the first Brazilian at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo in the tie-down roping. He's right on the bubble at 15th in the world. Get some money, Marcos. Get some money. Yeah, he's in a hurry today. We will change that lead probably all afternoon long. 8.5 for Marcos. Once it's official, we'll put him up into that number 1 spot. So Jake Pratt came in the 5th fastest callback, or the 5th fastest cowboy. So his name will stay up there on top on a total for 3 for a little while until we get down to the wire. Now to Ty Harris, San Angelo, Texas. I'll tell you something that helps Ty Harris a lot is he rides the number 2 horse of the year named Sally. Number 3 in the world with a big win in Houston, Texas, earlier in the wintertime. Boy, those cowboys are being smart. They're waiting on that barrier. Hurry, Ty, hurry. Boy, it is just mere tenths of a second that's going to separate these cowboys all the way down the line. Did he stay down long enough? Yes, he did. 8.4. 8.4. With the direction we're going today in the tie-down roping, I think I probably better mention the record. The record in this arena is 7.7. Hunter Heron said it many years ago. We're looking at Dylan Hancock, also of San Angelo, Texas now, top 15 ranked, and our reigning Rookie of the Year from the Resistol Hat Company. If you win more money than anybody else your first full year in competition, that Resistol Rookie title will stay with you your entire career. The official merchandise on the west side is on the mezzanine floor. On the east side, right by the Hall of Fame, or you can shop online at letterbuck.com. All right, come on.
Let me light your candle, cause mama, I'm sure the hand and I just around.
Oh, we don't miss many. We don't miss many. A little congratulatory round of applause would be nice just to say a guy made it to the short round in Pendleton. That's a big deal by itself. So I mentioned the brothers are here. Michael Peterson had a good run. Now here comes younger brother Preston Peterson from Hermiston, Oregon. He's a great tie-down roper, pretty darn good steer wrestler, and a 4th generation cowboy to compete Pendleton Roundup. That's a big deal. Hallowed ground. I don't think I've used that but once today. I'll say it again. In the back of that program, just a couple pages from the back, is all, not some, all of the previous champions of the Pendleton Roundup. Open it up and look at it because it is a who's who of rodeo.
Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Yeah, this is it. Go!
We're going to be bouncing around that near record time all day long with this pin of calves, and they're fresh. The Cowboys have got to be smart, stay behind that barrier to not break it. The last 4 Cowboys are the 4 fastest Cowboys of the whole week. Riley Webb will be set to ride in next, and as one of the most gracious groups of fans that we have throughout the year, I know that you guys will want to clap your hands a little bit before the run. Riley Webb from Denton, Texas. This is the reigning world champion tie-down roper right here. As number 4 in the world today, he is headed to try to win a 2nd world title 2 years in a row. Oh, Riley. There we go. 14-6. You can see how the difference the luck of the draw will make for all of our Cowboys. You can be the world champ right in front of you right there. And you drew a calf that runs a little harder, maybe kicks a little more than the rest. It'll cost you that title. Be sure to visit the Hall of Fame across the street. We're the very first individual rodeo to open a Hall of Fame. The Roundup in Happy Canyon, Hall of Fame first opened in 1969, celebrating its 55th anniversary. 114 years of Roundup and 108 years of Happy Canyon history. It is a must-see. It's open today till 6 p.m. $5 a person, and kids are free. Come say hello to them. 3 cowboys to go, and it's the 3 best. Zach Youngblood, Iowa, Louisiana. Top 10 ranked right now. He's 21.2. On 2 head right now. $11-1. So Ty Harris and Preston Peterson right now are tied on 3 head at 30.1 with only 2 to go. First aid, should you be needing some, right behind the west grandstands, right at the center of the grandstands. Check them out. And tickets for the 2025 Roundup go on sale on January 9th. Follow us on social media or keep hooked on to PendletonRoundup.com. Coming in the number 2 spot, Britt Bedke, Oakley, Idaho. He comes in at 20.4. 9.6 would do the job right here, right now. So close, 10.3. I'm glad, I'll tell you right quick, that I'm not one of our pro officials. This event has just gotten tougher and tougher as the weekend neared, like we are on today. Thank you for the ladies behind the scenes. I just mentioned them, but they are Haley Bridwell, Sherry Gibson, Diane Alexander, and Molly Twitchell in the office. Right upstairs with us as our professionals that surround our announcer stand, Scott Tullis, Harlow Ward, and Deb Northcott, our official timers. Larry Blanc here for 40-plus years. Austin Lopeman on the sound. Lisa Bailey with Montech Studios, and the lovely Lauren taking care of all of the numbers. 1 to go. Maybe the best all-around hand that we have in our timed event side after Trevor Brazil won so many all-around titles. Brush Minton of Winter Springs, California, has been climbing the stairs of success in the all-around world. He's 20th ranked right now. He needs to bump up 5 spots to be eligible for Las Vegas. Some of our contestants through our cinch playoff system last weekend in Puyallup, Washington, would advance on to South Dakota for the Governor's Cup and have another shot at some big bucks there. But this is the last big regular season rodeo at $680,000. First NFR last year for the Cowboy. A 10.7 would win the title. Come on, come on, come on. Oh. Three-tenths of a second shy of being able to win that chance. But everybody knows when you throw your hat in the ring at Pendleton, it is anybody's game. And in order to win the title, you've got to beat the very, very best in our business. We're waiting for the confirmation from the office. Right now on our board, we have Ty Harris and Preston Peterson tied up together with a 30.1. Go back and look at the numbers and pick up the winner. It's going to be Ty Harris, San Angelo, Texas. He is headed for the brand new saddle. Okay, it is a tie between the two, just making sure. Preston Peterson, come on down. Yeah, there's a little hoop and a holler there. He's a Hermiston boy. That's why there's a little hoop and a holler. Boy, those saddles will hang in those homes for decades to come. Here they come. Whoa. Yeah. Watch out, boys. They're excited. He's going to take his victory lap now. He is excited, and he should be. Preston Peterson in the rear. Ty Harris in the front. How about Hermiston, Oregon boy in the blue? Hey, Ty, right over in front of the main grandstands, will you? Ty, come on over in front of the main grandstands. Preston, we need you right in the front as well. I'd take the horse if I were you. There you go. All right, let's start talking about some awards. He's going to go around again.
They're telling them to stop, and they refuse to stop. They're just making up for the bareback riding victory lap.
We have lost total control here. His horse is saying, I've had enough. All right, let's talk about some great Oxford Sweets. That's where a lot of us hang our hats each and every year. They are supplying the support for our custom handmade saddle, specifically designed for the tie-down ropers. Handcrafted right here in the Northwest by local craftsmen. Saddles built by Wild West Saddlery, Blake West. Hand-tooled by master carver Shane Crossley. And sponsored by Oxford Sweets. It's been sitting right in our lobby at Oxford Sweets all week long. Beautiful saddle. Presenting the saddle today is Carrie Schaefer, General Manager. Carrie, thank you for a wonderful place to stay. Clean, quiet, comfortable, friendly. It's been awesome. The official championship trophy buckle that you can see coming from a mile away. Gold lettering, triple bucket horse design, Montana Silversmiths. Sponsored by Bill and Maggie Levy family and Jack and Kathy Shaw family. Presenting today are the Levy children. Landon, Georgia, and Odessa, and Shaw family grandkid, Ritter. 30X Resistol hat, our official hat. Presenting today, Bonnie Brown, and on behalf of Resistol. The highest quality saddle pad comes from Best Ever Pads. Presenting Queen and Court. The Yeti Tundra 45 cooler, the Buck and Horse logo. Presenting today is Queen Kayla Fossick on behalf of Yeti. Pendleton wool blanket. Presented today by Jack Bishop from Pendleton Woolen Mills. Thank you. The leather jacket from High Street Insurance and Financial Services. Presenting is Travis McCoy of the LeGrand office. A pair of cowboy boots presented by Horsepower. Presenting is Ryan and Jody Vaughn. Ryan is the CEO of Rios Mercedes Family Brands, and Jody, the Chief of Design. Champion baseball hat made in the USA and exclusively from Huey to go with the backpack, presented by Pam Woolley of Huey. Katie Lucas, let's say hello to not one excited guy, but two.
You know, it's so amazing after so many variables that these tie-down ropers have to go through at the Pendleton Roundup that we can have a tie for our championship. Ty Harris, what does that say about just how tough this competition has been all week?
Oh man, I've had a slow last month. I was just glad to make a good run. The back of my mind, I never would have thought that I would be able to be sitting here with you and be the Pendleton Roundup champion. So I'm thankful when you're up against these tough guys. You just take what you can get. So I'm just happy for everyone and very blessed.
You guys certainly showed just how tough it can be. Preston, I think for you this one is extra special. You got to compete in the short round with your brother Michael. What does it mean to have this family tradition together and both of you rise to the top today?
You know, Katie, it really means a lot to me. To be here and to get to rope, I could just thank God, and that's really all I can do.
Hey, well, we're thankful to have both of these champions here as we send them on their victory lap as our tie-down roping winners.
Congratulations to both of them. The silver pocket watch presented by Callie Adams, Director of Events at Montana Silversmith.
Well, Michael Peterson won, or I should say Preston Peterson last year won third here. He gets the win this year. He got a really good record on the grass, and we're going to likely see a lot of him next year. Ty Harris chasing the world championship. He's number 2 in the world, 26,000 coming into today behind Shad Mayfield. This will take a pretty good chunk out of it, and he saved the fastest run of the entire roundup for today, which worked out really well. He needed 8.4, fastest run of the rodeo. We've got more breakaway roping coming up after this.
Some are destined for greatness.
Fit and finish, customer service, warranty, they're just nothing better.
Irrefutable, top of the pack when you look at conversion companies.
Outlaw, the choice of champions.
You only live once. And if you do it right, once is enough. Harriet, built for adventure.
If you haven't downloaded the Cowboy Channel Plus app yet, now is the best time. Cowboy Channel Plus is your gateway into the best of Western sports and all up-to-date industry news. Check out our new free live rodeo of the day. We'll be streaming select live rodeo performances absolutely free. Find us in all major app stores or go to cowboychannelplus.com and start your journey into the world of Western sports.
Get more from your go-to station on Sirius XM Channel 147 by following us on social media at Rural Radio 147. Listen in and be a part of the discussion on Rural Radio.
All right, good Monday morning. I'm Scott Schultz, otherwise known as the Cow Guy. Thank you very much for waking up with us here.
Search for Rural Radio 147 on your favorite social platforms and follow us today. Rural Radio, your agribusiness and Western lifestyle channel.
Get ready, North Dakota. They're coming. The top 32 PRCA cowboys and cowgirls in the world. Dakota Community Bank and Trust North Dakota Rough Rider Cup. September 20th through the 22nd, Mandan, North Dakota. 8 events with over $500,000 in cash and prizes. Brought to you by North Dakota Tourism. Start planning at LOND.com. Produced by Dakota Rodeo and Chad Berger Bucky Bull. Dakota Community Bank and Trust North Dakota Rough Rider Cup. September 20th through the 22nd. Tickets at ndroughridercup.com.
Golden Circle of Champions Day today at the Pendleton Roundup. And, of course, that is a group that raises awareness and funds for kids with pediatric cancer. Also makes some dreams come true along the way. $44,000 already raised today at the Pendleton Roundup. Coming up tonight here on the Cowboy Channel, it is the West Texas Rodeo. It is coming to you from Abilene, I believe. Yeah, Abilene, live on the Cowboy Channel tonight. Performance number 3 coming at you as we continue to roll through 100 rodeos in 100 days. Let's take a look at the breakaway contestants right now. And Ricky Fanning will be our first lady out. She is the tied there toward the bottom of the top 12. They will be running at Kelsey Domer and Larry D. Guy at the top end of that list, with a 2.4 and a 2.6, the fastest runs from the slack or round 1 to get them in position, a little better position with the title. Bailey Patterson, by the way, is from Pendleton, Oregon. Taylor Muxell, halfway through the pack, is number 3 in the world. Bailey Bates, number 19 in the world, could sure use this as a catapult in the top 15. I believe they are getting close right now to our first breakaway roper getting ready to ride into the arena. Let's head back down to the arena right now.
We don't know, but we try to thank God for kids. When you look down and those trusting eyes.
So fill those boots as full as you can get them, and we'll stop pediatric cancer $1 at a time. Brought to you by Horse Guard. That is our next event. It's called the Breakaway Roping. We've only had it now. This is the 4th year. How many ladies think the girls can rope as good as the boys? Ricky Fanning will be first in the breakaway. Get that rope to break away from that saddle horn ASAP. And let me tell you this, there's 0.6 of a second between the number 1 lady and the number 12 lady in our breakaway roping. It's anybody's game today. Anybody's game. Oh. It doesn't mean there's not a lot of pressure out there. So, let's talk about the cattle and how they bring them up horseback. Only place that I know of that they do it like this. There might be some others, but they sort through the cattle, get the draw right underneath the grandstands. They bring them up and they put them horseback. You can see that. It's a 68-foot box and 5 acres worth of arena. Number 2, Madeline Richards, Hereford, Texas. Had a girl. .8 seconds. How about a little hand clap to the reigning college all-around and breakaway champion cowgirl, Madeline Richards. Here comes Chloe Lambert of Found Nevada. Oop, change it up. Sorry, my bad. Taylor Munsell, Alva, Oklahoma, a 3-time national finalist and last year's Calgary Stampede champion. Taylor Munsell. Thanks, Larry Blanc. Volunteer of the year. Ooh. Now we're going back to Chloe Lambert of Fallon, Nevada. Out of 12 breakaway ropers yesterday afternoon, this is the only one to turn in a 3-flat run and qualify to be here today. Uncle Sterling, if the name sounds familiar. Sterling Lambert, one of our steadfast professional steer wrestlers for a lot of years. You can see the orange flag in front of the box where the cowgirl's at. That's the barrier. You're out. You're out. Go, go, go. Yes. 3.9. The cowgirls only got 1 head to qualify to be here. This is their second today that we'll add together. Bailey Patterson. Where's she from? Oh, there's a few people that know where she's from. She's a Columbia River Circuit champion from Pendleton, Oregon. When she's not rodeoing, she's a surgical nurse. She's a brother to Jake Miner, her husband, Trevor, one of our coaches at Blue Mountain Community College, right up on the hill. Yes. $4.7 for the hometown girl. Gets her a nice chunk of the money. Good roping, Bailey.
Sometimes you gotta stay. Welcome to my house, baby.
Welcome to my house, by golly. Let's go to Oklahoma. Braylee Shepard. Top 20 in the world. Needs a few bucks right now this weekend as well. She's 18th for the reigning 23 and reigning Rookie of the Year. Big win for Braylee in Vernal, Utah earlier this summer. Get the start right. Woo! This is going to be tough right down to the wire with a 4.5. 4.5. And I like to say this in the short rounds because it's 100% true. It's about who's hot right now. Not who was hot last week. Not who's the world champion last year. Not who's hot tomorrow. It's about who's hot right now. That's who qualifies to be in that top 12. Down to Bailey Bates, Tehachapi, New Mexico. When she's not roping, she's a hazer for her brother in the steer wrestling. She's all cowgirl from the Navajo Nation. Come on, Bailey. No. That loop did not go down over his head onto the neck. It's a no time. Would you give a New Mexico cowgirl a little something too before she's gone? Nice to have you here, Bailey. Jenna Dowland of Nanton, Alberta. Generation after generation is what we see here in all of our events. The Dowland family, same story. Here we go. Long reach. I'd like to welcome on Golden Circle of Champions Day our broadcasters live on the radio 1290 AM and KUMA 96.5. Fellow announcer, great guy, Marty Campbell. Competitor and champion here, Tony Curran. And rodeo star, Jim Bob Custer, together with Blake Knowles. Broadcasting live. Here comes Cody Fuller. Tehachapi, Washington, another Blue Mountain Community College girl. Coming from a family herself of rodeo folks. 4 to go. The Tehachapi, Washington cowgirl goes to number 1, 3.7. So there's the new bar. Haley Grant, Santa Maria, California, won her own hometown rodeo back in June. She's a cow Polly Dolly at the college level. You got to be 3.7 or faster to tie. Oh. The pressure is on. Like I said, only a few tenths of a second between all of our ladies. Still anybody's game. And 2 of the best ropers in the week are coming at you right now. Larry D. Guy, Abilene, Texas. She's a National Cowgirl Hall of Fame inductee. She's traveled the world as a clinician in the roping business to Sweden, Australia. She is thebomb.com. Let's go, Larry. 3.7 to take it over. Drop it. Oh, yeah. Ooh. The loop was no good. He ran all the way through it. Kelsey Domer of Dublin, Texas. She set records this year in San Antonio with a 1.6, Canby, Oregon with a 2.3. You can look at the board because she came in the fastest. She can be 3.9 or faster to take over the championship away from Cody Fuller of Tehachapi, Washington. Ooh. It looks like a tie to me. That's a 4-second flat run. 4 flat to tie with Cody Fuller. Right up here in our announcer stand, it's Diana Alexander with the direct radio communication with Our Lady, it is a tie. Cody Fuller and Kelsey Domer, come on down, ladies. Hey, before all the rest of the ladies get out of here, give them a little hoop and holler again, will you? Good roping, girls. Wow, that was exciting. That was exciting. While I've got just a second, I want to invite everybody to be sure and visit our partners at the Umatilla, Cayuse, and Walla Walla tribes as they host all of the first people who are encamped in Teepee Village this week. 1910 tribal members participated in the very first roundup and return each year, adding their authentic traditions to the Pendleton experience, making this a truly unique experience. Fry bread with huckleberry jam, shopping in the Indus Artisan Village, authentic Native American craftsmen with beadwork, jewelry, and other great handmade items. So don't miss Teepee Village before you get out of town. For our ladies, they have got a lot of swag, just like the boys do, and it kind of changes just a little bit for each event. A tie in our tie-down roping, a tie in the breakaway, and after 800 plus contestants have competed in this grass, it comes down to two ladies with the ride across the grass. Here they come. Cody Fuller from Touchy, Washington in the blonde hair. Kelsey Domer on the paint horse in the dark hair, coming all the way from Dublin, Texas. This is only the fourth year that the ladies are able to take a victory lap as they receive the Amerititle Trophy saddle, custom designed for breakaway roping, handcrafted right here by Wild West Saddlery Blake West, tooled by Master Carver Shane Crossley, and sponsored by Amerititle, presented by Jonna Clark, Vice President, and her daughter Kinsey. The buckle, Montana Silversmith, sponsored by Big John's Pizza and presented by the Queen and Court. 30X Resistol, presented by Bonnie Brown on behalf of Resistol. The saddle pad from Best Ever Pads, presenting today the Queen and Court. Yeti Tundra 45 cooler, presented by Queen Kayla Fossick on behalf of Yeti. Pendleton wool blankets, thank you, presented by Sam Bishop. The leather jacket, High Street Insurance and Financial Services, presenting today Hale Harper of the Pendleton office. Cowboy boots provided by and presented by Horsepower. Presenting is Ryan and Jody Vaughn, CEO of Rios Mercedes Family Brands, and Jody, the Chief of Design. The baseball hat from Huey that goes right along with the backpack, Pam Woolley of Huey. Silver pocket watch from Montana Silver, official timekeeper. Callie Adams presenting on behalf of Montana Silversmith. The Osborne True Ranch Knife. Presenting today, Megan Anderson, event manager of Benchmade Knife Company. I spend a lot of my money in Oregon City when we have Benchmade there as well. Pendleton Whiskey with the personalized glass etching and Champions Edition commemorative bottle, presented by Mindy Monjaras, Pendleton Whiskey Posse Manager. Fox Bag Gear Bag with the Bucket Horse logo, Wild Horse Resort and Casino, from the Happy Canyon Princesses. Let's say hello to our winners right now.
Once again, we get to congratulate not one, but two champions, this time for the breakaway roping. And Cody, I'm going to start with you first. You grew up just down the road from this very rodeo, and I'm sure at one point you had dreams of running barrels here. What does it mean to you to get the opportunity to now walk away as the breakaway roping champion?
Oh my gosh, it means so much to me. I grew up watching my dad come here when I was a little kid, and I actually never thought that they would have breakaway here ever. So to get to actually be down here and in front of everybody, it's just amazing.
It is amazing that they get new opportunities for females in the sport of rodeo. And now, Kelsey, you get to be a part of the history of the first ever tie in the breakaway roping at the Pendleton Roundup. How special is this moment right now?
It's super special. No matter if you tie or win it outright, it's a bucket list rodeo. So I'm glad to be here and
happy that I get this memory for the rest of the time.
All right, we're going to send you on this bucket list victory lap 2 as our tied champions in the breakaway.
Congratulations to both of our ladies. One more prize to talk about, and that's those Beck sunglasses. Superior lens technology.
Well, congratulations. Another pair of champions, this time in the breakaway, roping on this beautiful championship sunny day, about 78 degrees, 0 wind, and it is, we're about halfway through, not quite. Saddle bronc riding is coming up. The black tie world champion is out. Jake Finley has got his eye on a championship. We'll watch him buck when we come back.
It's that time of year. Finding your custom NFR experience just got easier. Returning this year, it's a resource that links you to every NFR hotel offer. At nfrexperience.com/stay your way, you can shop for the hotel that best fits your plans. You can find information on viewing parties, concerts, price, transportation, location, and so much more, all in one place. Go to nfrexperience.com/stay your way. All Vegas, stay your way.
Accuracy and innovation live on in Browning X-Bolt rifles. The X-Bolt Pro family features ultra-stable carbon fiber stocks, the protection of Cerakote finishes, fluted barrels and bolts, and the innovative Recoil Hog muzzle brake. The Recoil Hog reduces felt recoil by as much as 77%, while minimizing muzzle climb and dust signature to keep your downrange target in sight. Put performance in your crosshairs and squeeze the trigger on X-Bolt accuracy.
A brand new event is coming to the Cowboy Channel, and it could be a major player in this season's final standings. It's the inaugural year for the Rough Rider Cup from Mandan, North Dakota. The purse is stacked, and the stock is raring to make a statement. Will this become one of the biggest stops during the high noon of the season? Find out September 20th through the 22nd during the Rough Rider Cup, part of 100 rodeos in 100 days on the Cowboy Channel and streaming on Cowboy Channel Plus.
With over 1 million members nationwide.
FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess.
Converging on one city.
Coming to you live from Lucas Oil Stadium.
It's the biggest FFA event of the year. The 97th FFA Convention and Expo, coming this October to RFD-TV and streaming live with your subscription to RFD-TV now.
Here we go. Oh, make it
It'd be easier to tie in rodeos that he hasn't won this year than the ones he has. Ain't that the truth? Because he's won them all.
For more than 25 years, Bloomer Trailers has stood as the world leader in custom state-of-the-art horse and cattle trailers. Under our roof, good is not good enough. Our trailers are defined by unrivaled innovation, personalized through customization, and validated by champions. Bloomer Trailers. Only the best.
Getting ready for saddle bronc riding here on the final day of the Pendleton Roundup. Brody Crest has got an amazing draw from Summit called Catwalk. And down toward the bottom, of course, we're all looking forward to Jake Finlay on the black tie, the world champion. That's the one along with Zeke Thurston. This will be the 5th time this year that he has Birch Bubbles from the Calgary Stampede. Statler Wright going up against Dry Creek from Summit Rodeo. This is going to be grand.
6 at the national finals on the horse called Catwalk with Brody Cress from Wyoming. Yeah! Whoa! You can be all the points you want to be on that bucket horse. Give the Wyoming man a little welcome back to the grass. Man, oh man, oh man. Summit Pro Rodeo bringing their A-team here this weekend as well, just like we did in the bareback riding. Take a look at the board for an 89-point ride. Woo! My partner Marty Campbell came over before we started this afternoon's performance. He said the bronc riding is going to be a one-head deal. I said, how you figure? There's 1.5 points between all 12 guys. 1.5 points. Traylon Martin, Big John from Summit, South Dakota Cowboy. Ride, man, ride. When we set him back down on the ground, give him a little hello, if you would. Traylon Martin. And the 77 score for the second man out today. The better you ride, the harder they buck. You put them together, you get big scores. Welcome back to the 6. Woolly Shapt Cowboy pickup men that'll trade off all afternoon to keep those horses fresh. We're looking at shoot 10 now for one of the greatest bronc riders alive, Dawson Hay. Brookman Pro Rodeo, horse named Apollo from the national finals last year. Dawson Hay from Wildwood, Alberta. His dad, Rod, and his uncle rode in this arena many, many times. Now it's the next generation. Rod Hay with 3 boys, and they are making a big splash in pro rodeo. Here comes Honey's dad. Cutest little girl in the world, just brand new, named Honey Hay. He's riding for her every time he nods. He looks like he's 15, but he rides like he's 25. You can't get to be a bigger fan of this guy than what I am. Let's go, Dawson. 89 in the lead. Anybody's game today in the Bronx. Yeah, man. That is a little bit more like the style we see him ride each day, every day he nods. Big time bucket horse and a great score, 85 points for Dawson, 85. Shoot number 7 with Ike Sankey on the neck ropes, taking care of business for the Cowboys. Now the Summit Pro Rodeo horse called Kangaroo Lou. Alan Bohr, Axtell, Utah. 19th in the world. Justin McKee calls it the bubble watch. And that's exactly what it is, taking care of our Cowboys that are close, but not in that top 15 for Las Vegas. Rounds at the NFR on this horse. Yo! Wow! They loaded the buckers today, big time. We never take time out to do this. If you're enjoying yourselves so far, how about a hand for the stock contractors? There's 12 of them that brought them from all over the country and Canada. That horse was no day off. How about 73 and a half? You got to ride him exactly perfect. Exactly perfect to get those big scores. Now to Dawson Dom, Raging Lunatic. They split round 1 in Las Vegas on this horse. Dawson Dom, Tomahawk, Alberta. Let's go.
Played it till my fingers bled. Was a summer of time. Me and some guys from school had a band and we tried real hard. I wanna rock.
So our pro officials, because they like to see those horses kick every jump, our pro officials have said that horse did not perform as good as what they wanted him to. He's going to be able to get on another one as well. Reride time. Dawson Dawn. Don't get your drink on yet. We had the number one rookie of the year win the bareback riding, Weston Timberman. Here comes the number one rookie of the year in the saddle bronc riding, New Mexico rancher Zach Dallas. He as well is going to qualify for his first NFR, his rookie year. Sankey pro rodeo bucking horse called Parody. He won the third most money over the 4th of July. Oh, get out of there. Holy cow. I do not know how he got out from under there without getting stomped on, but he's up and at him. Tell him you're glad he's okay. My goodness. Seth, we got time to see that again. Jeez. Tougher than the back wall of a shooting gallery. Oh, he just missed him by a couple of inches. Thank goodness. Damian Brennan getting his saddle right now. I won't ask you to do this very many times today, but at least a couple. How about a hand clap for the Australian? He's number one in the world right now. Number one. OLS Tubbs Little Muffin. Wow. That little horse is a favorite of the Cowboys. From the national finals to the Canadian finals rodeo, he is just electric and spectacular every time. 85.5 is what they're writing down right now. Thank you to Willie Moxa for all the hard work. He's worn 2 or 3 hats all week long of Ward Moxa Rodeo Company. They bring us the horse called Squash Blossom Steely Dan from the Canadian finals. Cash Wilson, cowboy that's drawn the horse. The reigning Badlands Circuit champion from Wall, South Dakota. The way rodeo works is you first have to have a permit. And in 21, this is the man that won the permit challenge. He won all the dollars. Once you win enough money, then you get your card. Just not anybody that wears a cowboy hat can get in big rodeos like this. You got to work your way up. And he has done exactly that. All right, let's help him. He had exactly the same score that he had in the first round at 84.5. You don't have to win first. You can win second, third here because you can win the rounds. They'll pay about $1,500 a piece. You can win the average. That's $3,000 or $4,000. Or the short round, at about $5,000. The average at about $8,000. Put them all together, big bucks. From Cash Wilson to Lefty Holman. OLS Tubbs Magic Carpet. Canadian finals. Number 5 cowboy in the world, and this is the California King right here. Best bronc rider in the Golden State. He won the California Circuit Finals. And I'm a fan because he has a smile on his face all the time. Look at the feet. In total control. Love watching that guy ride because he's in total control all the time. He is one of the most flamboyant guys we have in the business. And it's an 86-point ride. 86. Colby Wanchuk back up to Alberta. Right down by the Cowboy Channel spot where they're filming it all happen, and the horse called Flirtatious from Brookman Rodeo Company. It's a rematch. He won a nice check on this horse in Las Vegas in 2022. And the Cowboy, the 22 champion of the Pendleton Roundup. 10th in the world. Colby is just coming into his own the last couple of years. And he rides as good as any of them. He belongs here today. He belongs.
Looking at the city like I already own it. Standing on top 'cause I earned this moment.
Castle Rock, Colorado. This little cowboy turned in a 91-point ride. You don't need to know who they are. You just need to know they can deliver. Deliver the high scores and the fast times is what we end up with on our finals day, of course. Wanchuk making it look too easy with an 83-point ride, 83. So Brody Crash, your first man out, he's still got a stranglehold on that number one spot. He came in with an 84. The next man, Cade Bruno, came in with an 85. Just 1 point separates them. 1, 2, 3, 4 Cowboys to go. Bruno, and the reride. And the reride. Dawson Dom, don't forget that. Cade Bruno has been toying with the number 1 and the number 2 spot in the race for gold all year long. Pendleton Roundup's marquee. Rounds in Las Vegas. The win at Cheyenne Frontier Days on the horse. He is on a heater. With wins in Clovis, California, the Calgary Stampede, Caldwell, Idaho. The list goes on and on. Talking with the stock contractors, rocking that horse just a little bit. If he's squatting down in there, there's a chance of that horse flipping over. We don't want that at all. We want him standing right for the Cowboy. Because that first jump is critical. I said it in the Bears. We'll say it again now. Come on, Keto. There's a prime example of a horse that did not want any part of that grass. He says, I'm going to stay in the dirt. I know the dirt and I like the dirt. Let's set him down over there. You folks can give him a little hello in the corner. $79.5 for the Cowboy from Idaho. Not enough. Jake Finley. If you only watch one bucket horse ride all day, I want you to watch what's going to come out of chute number 6 right now. It's a horse called the Black Tie from Sankey Rodeo Company. This was named and voted on and awarded as the horse of the year from last year's Pendleton Roundup. It's the number 2 horse of the year in all of pro rodeo. They won the finals on this horse a year ago, and the Cowboy lucky enough to draw him from Goondiwindi, Australia. Jake Finley is our man. One of 3 Cowboys at the top of the heap with 85.5 on his first head. Brody Crest still in the lead at 173. Watch this big black horse buck. Here we go. Jake Finley pulls it off. Attaboy. Wow. Numbers are coming in. They're looking good. I hope we get a shot at this replay because that was absolutely perfect on the bay horse. Watch how fast he snaps his feet down the neck. Look how hard that horse kicks. You take a guy like that and a horse like that, you get a score like this. 91 points. Wow, I knew we'd get one today. I knew we would. And we're not done yet. 3 to go. Dawson Dom was offered the option of a re-ride. Shoot number 7. He says, you bet. Run him in. Tomahawk, Alberta. Debt so long. Calgary Stampede is the horse. Keep them coming, boys. Keep them coming. No matter how many points the judges give this guy, he had to do it twice today, not only for himself, but for all of our fans that are here. Tell him thank you for doing that. 82 and a half. You're going to like this. Zeke Thurston, Birch Bubbles. To win 1 world title is something. To win 4 Canadian titles in a row and have that record in your hip pocket, that's something. But to win 4 world titles and the reigning champion of the world, how about a welcome back to the great Zeke Thurston. He is the world champion. They won this rodeo on the horse called Birch Bubbles from Calgary Stampede. Zeke finished number 2 here last year. As I said, our reigning world champion. And in 22, the number 1 horse of the year. Ooh. Can we get a 92? I bet we can. Oh, buddy. Help him. Help him. You are watching the best, ladies and gentlemen. I mean the best. He came in at exactly the same score as Jake Finley, who rode a moment ago. He's close. He's close. It's an 89-point ride. 89. And guess who came in number 1? It's a guy with a blue shirt on. His last name is Wright. The youngest of 4 boys that belong to Cody and Cherie Wright. Summit bucking horse called Dry Creek. This might be the rankest horse of the day. 10th in the world, top 10 ranked. This is a ranked dude right here. Statler's going to have his hands full. He'll need all of you out there to help him stay there for the full 8. And if he rides like he normally does, this could change it all right here. The moves that horse has got threw my man Statler off a little bit, and his timing wasn't perfect. 83 points is how they mark it. Ugh. Wow. That horse jumped to the left, jumped to the right. Timing is everything. You'll see him miss just a couple of licks there like we normally don't see. But that horse is very, very challenging. We are getting the confirmation. It's a cowboy from Gundawindi, Australia. Jake Finley wins the saddle bronc riding at the Pendleton Roundup. Good job, Jaco. She said, "Do you come from a love? Oh man, exciting, exciting. And for those of you that watch, how many people watch the Cowboy Channel? Slap your hands together. How many people watch it? So Jake Finley is a newlywed. He just married recently Janie Johnson of the Cowboy Channel, one of the greatest talents in the world. He says, "Look out, I'm going to jump the fence. Jump the fence, Jake." Thank you to the Saddle Bronc Riding, brought to you by First Community Credit Union. We appreciate that so much. 14 awards that include the trophy saddle. This one comes from Burns Saddlery and carved by Ty Skyver, sponsored by Cunningham Sheep Company. The award is being presented by a fifth-generation family member and a former Roundup director, George Corey, and his wife, Joan. The trophy buckle, sponsored by Elkhorn Media Group, presented today by McKenna Naughton for Elkhorn Media. 30X Resistol, presented by Bonnie Brown from Resistol. The saddle pad from Best Ever Pads, presented by Queen and Court. Yeti Tundra, 45 cooler. Presenting today is Queen Kayla Fossick. Pendleton Wool Blanket, Will Bishop is our presenter. Leather Jacket, presented by Deborah Kilmer and grandson Trip Cates of the Hermiston office from High Street Insurance and Financial. Cowboy Boots by Horsepower, presented by Ryan and Jody Vaughn, CEO and Chief Designer of Rios of Mercedes. Baseball hat from Huey in the Backpack, presented by Pam Woolley of Huey. Silver pocket watch from Callie Adams, Director of Events at Montana Silversmith. The Readout pocket knife from Benchmade, presented by Megan Anderson, Event Manager. The bottle of Pendleton Custom Made. Mindy Monjaris and Pendleton Whiskey, Posse Manager. And the Bucksback gear bag with the Buck and Horse logo from Wild Horse Resort and Casino, presented by our Happy Canyon Princesses. And the Beck's sunglasses, presented by the Queen and Court. Let's say hello to our winner.
Well, this is one I am definitely excited to get to talk to. Jake, I feel like every bronc rider has pivotal moments throughout their rodeo career. And for a guy that traveled all the way from Australia to now duke it out with the best saddle bronc riders on the best horses in the world, just how pivotal is this one for you?
This is huge for me. I don't have words right now. I've got an incredible support system, my lovely wife right there, and that one right there was Switch Holman.
Yeah, well-deserved win, and what a special victory for this cowboy right here.
Wow, special is right. Every bronc.
Big congratulations to Jake Finlay. That was a great ride on an amazing horse from Sankey and Phenom Genetics. Congratulations to all. We continue to roll through championship Saturday here at the Pendleton Roundup. Steer wrestling will take place on the mat when we come back.
Get ready, North Dakota. They're coming. The top 32 PRCA Cowboys and Cowgirls in the world. Dakota Community Bank and Trust North Dakota Rough Rider Cup. September 20th through the 22nd, Mandan, North Dakota. 8 events with over $500,000 in cash and prizes. Brought to you by North Dakota Tourism. Start planning at LOND.com. Produced by Dakota Rodeo and Chad Berger Bucky Bull. Dakota Community Bank and Trust North Dakota Rough Rider Cup. September 20th through the 22nd. Tickets at ndroughridercup.com.
If you're on the bubble, it's go time. I've been that guy, and when I'm not that guy, I feel for those guys. Your back's against the wall, and you have to win somewhere. In my experience, I've had a lot of good friends step up and do a lot of great things for us.
The last few years, I was like sweating it out. Every run I made, I had to win something. And then last September was the best, where I was just on a roll, and everything was coming so easy. And, you know, it's either easy or it's really, really hard.
I actually love that time of year. In my rookie year, I was right there, 12th through 17th. Every other week is moving around, so it's crunch time, but I thrive off pressure and some of the best rodeos and the best weather. It's awesome.
End of the season, you can be just laid back as you can be, just sitting real pretty, or you could be sitting, gritting your teeth every time you get on, and I like to stay on the other side of it. No, I don't have no part of that, but leave it to the other guys.
Rodeo dances and summertime nights, straw hats, neon signs, and starlights. It's time to slow it down a bit, focus more on family, and teach our youngsters some grit. So get out there this summer and let your rodeo run free, like the cowboys in the American West. Just be Cavenders. This is how we live.
Getting ready for steer wrestling here for the championship in Pendleton, Oregon. There's a list of contestants. Rowdy Parrott has the lead on 2 coming in here, 11-7. Pretty good lead, too, over Logan Kinline. He's number 11 in the world. Dalton Massey, number 1 in the world, is in the mix. Got a lot of guys on the bubble, like Justin Schaefer, Scott Gunther, and some outside contenders as well with Cody Devers, Jace Melvin, and such. Kyle Irwin needs to get in there. He's number 26 in the world. Looks like they're about ready to go with the first man. He's from Kansas, Tanner Bruner.
Do it. Yeah, man. Oh, he broke the barrier. 14.5. Got to give him a little head start. Everybody knows that. You ride out a little too soon, any part of that horse hits that rope, that's where the barrier comes from. Cowboy number 2, Brendan Lay, Consort, Alberta, 2018 Rookie of the Year, Canadian Finals Rodeo Qualifier. It's coming up just a couple of weeks from now as well. Keep an eye on the Cowboy Channel for Canadian Finals. back to Edmonton, Alberta for their year-end finale. No doubt we're going to see Brendan Lay there many, many more years. Let's go. Hang on, Brendan. You can do it. Give him some help out there. You can do it. Good old cowboy try right there. 18.4. Let's stay in Canada and go to Scott Genthner. Consort, Alberta. 23 and reigning Canadian champion for a couple more weeks anyway. He's won it 4 times and as well 4 times to Las Vegas.
Long is the night when you find yourself alone. Your demons come to life. At the call, you feel time is right. Say the right is on the right. Say the right is on the right.
There is no broken barrier. 5.9 will take him to number 1. Woo! For our first timers here today, let's talk a little bit about ice nails. They'll take the nails out of the horseshoes of our horses, put in what they call ice nails. They stick down about 3/8, maybe a half an inch. So they'll give those horses something to grip that grass with. That grass is slick, slick, slick. Kyle Irwin, the Alabama Slammer. 2022 Wrangler NFR champion cowboy. I watched him in Homestead, Florida, turn in a 4 flat this year. That's some smart bulldogging right there. $8.2, the Alabama Slammer. He's been around a long time and just continues to win. I talked with one of our farriers yesterday afternoon. He said since Monday morning, and that's when slack starts, most all the contestants will run either 1 or 2 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then start qualifying into the Thursday, Friday, Saturday performances. Tucker Allen will be next. The horseshoer, the farrier, said since Monday morning he's taken out and replaced 2,000 horseshoe nails this week. Tucker Allen, not the biggest guy in the herd, but maybe the toughest. Yeah, watch this guy go to work. Seven and four puts him in the number 2 spot in the average. The third head for all of our Cowboys. How you doing out there, buddy?
I'm good. I'm down here with Dusty. Dusty's got a sign. We showed the sign yesterday.
Oh yeah.
When things go bad, he's got everybody over here screaming, "Aw, shoot!" They've got a sign that they hold up.
Oh.
So we're gonna have everybody do it if things go bad. Hopefully we don't have to. I know we got a team ready. We'll quit talking about this and we'll go to them.
All right, let's go to Cody Devers of Perryton, Texas. He won one of our rounds in Las Vegas last year. He can win anywhere. This guy can. Oh, yeah. How about the fast run of the day, everybody? 5.6. If you're proud of your cowboys and girls from the Northwest, you'll be proud of this cowboy right here. His name's Dalton Massey. Big wins in Fort Worth, Reno, Nevada, St. Paul, Oregon, Panoka, Alberta. He went to his first national finals last year. He's the number 1 ranked cowboy in the world from Hermiston, Oregon. You saw the nod. Halfway, he's here. You got a guy verbally telling those guys where the steers are at. Hang on, Dalton. Hang on. There we go. He just took over number 1 with a 5.1 over Hermiston, Oregon. Wow, that might have clinched it. But we've only had 7 out of 12 Cowboys. We're kind of jumping around. We're not going from the slowest to the fastest. Justin Schaefer, Hallsville, Texas. The reigning Texas Circuit champ. He's right on that bubble watch as well at number 14. He's got a horse that everybody knows is great in big arenas. Well, that's what you need. That's what you need. Oh, man. $5.5 is good. It's a clean run, too. Boy, they are clicking them off today. The next Cowboy won this rodeo in 2019. He finished 3rd in the world last year. He's one of our Resistol Rookies of the Year. Top 10 ranked right now, and he holds the record in this arena at 3.7. Jesse Brown, Baker City, Oregon. $5.3. He is in the hunt. Not only in the hunt, but he just took over. Top spot on 3 runs. We'll see if it holds for 3 more Cowboys. Logan Kenline of Penrose, Colorado. He comes in with a 12.2. The Greeley, Colorado 4th of July rodeo champion, because he came in a little faster, means he's got more time. 6 Flat would take over the lead for Logan Kenline. He's got time. Just be smooth. Oh, no.
Hold up your sign. Everybody say, oh, shoot. Dusty, hold your sign up. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, shoot. That was not his plan when he got out of bed this morning. Give him a little help on the walk back, if you would. Logan, sorry about that. As I said, we're kind of jumping around a little bit. Here's the guy in the driver's seat. The fastest Cowboy all week long on 2-head. Rowdy Parrott, Mamou, Louisiana. 11th in the world, former Rookie of the Year. He's about 5'10", maybe 5'11", maybe 185 or 90 pounds. Not the biggest guy, but man, is he good at what he does. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. He broke the barrier. Oh, no. Ooh. Don't forget Interpath Laboratories. Thank you for the great support. Bringing our United States Navy parachute team to the Roundup. Independently owned and operated out of the Roundup City for over 50 years. Their success has been driven by the outstanding individuals that live, play, and work in Pendleton. Interpath Labs. Here's the last man to go. He's right in the middle of the pack. Jace Melvin, Fort Pierce, South Dakota. National finalist. He'll have to be 4-2 to make this work for the championship. Because he's right in the middle of the pack, he's got to be a little faster than the rest. Boy, he was close. He was close. 4.9. Give that cowboy a hand clap for trying. My goodness. Wow, what a steer wrestling. That's about as exciting as you can get One guy will win, but there's 11 more that deserve a hand clap as well. Great steer wrestling today. It is official. The cowboy that wins the Pendleton Roundup from Baker City, Oregon, Jesse Brown.
Greatness, yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness, yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. Not to emerge.
Outstanding. Home State boy wins the big prize as Ed Staub and Sons trophy saddle is on the back of that horse. Jesse Brown, a walk-on quarterback at Washington State University back in the day. He's an athlete, he's a nice guy, and a heck of a rodeo competitor. Make him welcome on the far side, on the south side, if you would, everybody. Great ride and great run. The handmade custom saddle designed for steer wrestler right here in the Northwest from Wild West Saddlery, Blake West, tooled by Shane Crossley and sponsored by Ed Staub and Sons. Presenting today are Kathy Temple, Sales and Marketing Division Manager, and Bri Bailey, Eastern Division Fuel Manager of MCP Petroleum, and Gary English. An official championship trophy buckle sponsored by Master Printers Northwest. Presenting today is Marv and Linda Anderson, grandchildren, Jaden and Kellen Moore. Marv Anderson is a past Roundup president and currently president of the Pendleton Roundup Foundation. 30X Resistol hat, presented by Bonnie Brown of Resistol. Saddle pad from Best Ever Pads, presented by Queen and Court. Yeti Tundra, Queen Kayla Fossick on behalf of Yeti presents. The wool blanket from Pendleton Wool and Mills, presented by Kelly White. The E.N. Pink Boylan Memorial, which is a beautiful Chief Joseph blanket, sponsored by Mike and Bruce Boylan. Presenting is the Queen and Court. The leather jacket from High Street Insurance and Financial, presented by Todd Tennant of the Pendleton office. Cowboy boots we'll talk about in just a second or two. First, Katie, it's all yours.
Jesse, I know that you've had your fair share of ups and downs here at the Pendleton Roundup, but as a home state cowboy, how special is it for you to rise to the top now, not once, but twice at this amazing rodeo?
Yeah, this is one of the coolest days in rodeo a guy could wish for.
Yeah, it certainly has put into perspective what this moment is about to be to take this victory lap.
It's awesome. Yeah, being from Oregon, all these people here from Oregon, my friends and family, and all my buddies in Bulldogging, this is just great.
And once again, he has risen to the top. You're now two-time champion of the Pendleton Roundup.
Wow. The cowboy boots from Horsepower, presenting today Ryan Jody Vaughn from Rios of Mercedes. Baseball hat and backpack from...
So Oregon is going to finish number 1 and number 2. Dalton Massey, who is world number 1, is going to slide right behind Jesse Brown. And everybody is happy in Hermiston, which is just over a couple of hills away. So team roping is around the corner. We've got some real races going on, including the all-around race here in Pendleton and for the World Championship. A lot will happen in just a few moments when we come back.
Let her buck. It's a way of life. It's taking on the day, no matter what it throws at you. And that's why it's on every bottle of Pendleton whiskey. It's not just poured, it's earned. Let her buck. It's a way of life. It's taking on the day, no matter what it throws at you. And that's why it's on every bottle of Pendleton whiskey. It's not just poured, it's earned.
100 rodeos in 100 days is in full gear, and the Cowboy Channel will over-deliver on the Western content with more rodeo action than we can fit onto our schedule. The only way to keep up with every moment is with Cowboy Channel Plus. From the biggest Western celebrations to your hometown rodeo, plus the latest in equine industry events. The Cowboy Channel Plus app is the premier tool for staying up to date with the Western world. This week in prime time on the Cowboy Channel.
You can use it as a noun, say it as a verb, do it however you want to. On three, we're all going to let her buck. Are you ready?
If you're ready to go, swing the gates open, let's rock and roll. The largest rodeo in New Mexico is right here in Tingley Coliseum.
Tune in to this week's primetime lineup or stream on demand with your subscription to Cowboy Channel Plus.
We'll take a look at the contestants. The bottom six, we'll have Cody Snow and Hunter Cook. Remember, they set the new arena record yesterday with a 4 flat. They are on the bubble in the world standings. Number 14, Rodney Minor, Brady Minor. Same story there. Let's go to the top of the page and the race for the world championship between Iga Skiza and Lord and Goldman Proctor and Junior Nogata. Without their usual partners team up, they're the high callback today. They've got 0.4 of a second ahead of Iga Skiza and Lord. As Luke Brown, he could, with Travis Graves, kind of clinch another trip to the NFR. Let's get to it.
Devin McDaniel and two-time superstar world champion Walt Woodard is the first team out today. Team rope is brought to you by McCormick Construction Company. And here comes team number 2. I would like for everybody here to salute this team because if you weren't here with us yesterday afternoon, Cody Snow from Los Olivos, California, Hunter Cook from Vernon, Texas. Our next team set a brand new arena record yesterday of 4 seconds flat. Yeah, it was a 4.2 for a lot of years. Now a 4 flat, and this is the team that delivered it. Both top 15 ranked, number 2 horse of the year under Hunter Cook on the Heelan side. So they broke the barrier today. 4.4 plus 10.
Where's Dustin with his sign? Dustin, hold your sign up. Or Dusty, sorry. Hold it up. 1, 2, 3. Oh,
shoot. So when we put together our fantasy rodeo teams for the national finals, this is my go-to team right here. Riley and Brady Minor, Ellensburg, Washington. Both of these cowboys combined 24 trips to the national finals. Top horses of the year for the header and the heeler. They'll be quick to tell you that's how they win that award. Whoa. Jason Handy from Wyoming and Cooper Cole roping next. Come on, let's sing them up a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Montana Circuit champion a couple of times for Jason Handy on the head and side. Cole Cooper, Colorado down to the heels. $8.8. I don't know if we'll have time to look at it or not, but I want you to watch what a stellar job the header did on that bay horse. 8.8 seconds. When he roped him, he slowed that horse down in a straight line, then made the turn. That's a secret here on this grass. If you just duck off as fast as you can like they do in most arenas, you might go down. That's when those horses start slipping. So excellent job on the head and side as the Patsky boys, a pair of brothers, come to us from Klamath Falls, Oregon, Tanner and Quaid. The head loop did not fit right. Kellen and Carson Johnson from Casper, Wyoming. We've been watching them since 2021 when they won the college national title together. And to brag about a little bit of cowboy stuff, they are now the 6th generations to ranch outside of Casper, Wyoming. Their dad, Larry, you'll remember, Jet Johnson, one of the great team ropers of all time. Here comes the next generation, Kellen and Carson. $13.3, slipped a leg. 5-second penalty. Our next team is Hagen Peterson, Utah, Chase Tryon of the famous Tryon family of Helena, Montana. Larry, we haven't visited very much this week. I apologize, but nice to have you standing next to me. Thanks for keeping me straight.
Well, I'm happy to do it, Wayne, but actually I've been resting my vocal cords.
How many runs roughly did you have in slack this year?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right about 20 hours. So in your book, I'm tied with you, 4 rodeos apiece.
20 hours of slack. Hagen Peterson, Chase Tryon. And that's not working as well. By the way, Volunteer of the Year, there's thousands of volunteers that surround our events. I always say it's the most important people in the world, the volunteers at rodeos around the country. 40, how many years right here announcing the slack and taking care of me?
This is 44 up here. 64 steps.
All the way up, 64.
And down.
Watch Jeff Flanagan of Caldwell, Idaho. Jake Miner, also of Caldwell. Both national finals cowboys. The winners of our reigning Columbia River Circuit title. Only the top contestants competed our circuit finals. If you can win a title there, you move on to our NFR Open, Colorado Springs. A shot at $1 million worth of cash and prizes.
Pendleton whiskey.
Matt, we're having nothing but problems here.
I got a problem of my own down here.
Wyatt and Peyton Bray from Stephenville will be next. Top 25 Cowboys. What's going on with you?
I got a young lady in the 2nd grade named Parker down there with me.
Okay.
And she wanted me to get the attention of her teacher, Mrs. Harwood from Stanfield Elementary.
Oh, okay.
Does anyone know where Mrs. Harwood is right now? Scream really loud. Help me find her. Over there. Mrs. Harwood is over there by Dusty in the offshoot sign. Parker wants her homework packet. Seriously, she wants it now.
Wyatt and Peyton Bray. There. Now the battle heats up a little bit with a 6.3. Put them way out in front on 3-head right now by a couple of seconds. And only 3 teams to go. But they are some of the best teams in the world. Luke Brown, South Carolina. Travis Graves. Collectively, between the two Cowboys, 28 qualifications to the Super Bowl of Rodeo NFR. Oh, yeah. .7, Brand Brayer staying number 1 for now on 3. I got a feeling things are going to change with 2 teams left to go. No reason not to salute before the run. Dustin Egwiskiza from Florida, Levi Lord from South Dakota. This is the number 1 team in the world right here. Six, 4, boys. Let's do it. They did it. They did it. 6-1 puts them in the number 1 spot. Don't count your money yet. Coleman Proctor, 4th in the world, and Junior Nagata, 3-time world champion healer, is our final team to go. 6.4 because they came in a little faster. 6.4 would take it over. Puyallup champions a weekend ago for $20,000. Coleman Proctor on the head side. He's entered in the steer open here today as well. 8-4, they had a runner. They had a runner. Had to chase him down to get that 8.4, and it's not going to be enough to take over number 1. We do have the official word from the ladies in the office. It's the number 1 team in the world from Florida and South Dakota. Dustin Egwiskiza and Levi Lord get the victory lap today. They are jogging right over. They're not wasting any time either. 2 saddles. 1 for the header, of course, 1 for the healer. Our Juniper House Trophy header saddle comes from Wild West Saddlery, Blake West, carved by Shane Crossley, sponsored by the Juniper House Assisted Living. Here they come, everybody.
Ready for the wildlife.
Woo-hoo. Egwiskiza and Lord Levi entered in our steer wrestling here as well, trying to win that all around. Coleman Proctor, the last team out, he's still got a shot at the all around if he can win some money in the steer open. So thank you to the Juniper House Assisted Living for the first saddle, presented by Johnny McQuilkin, Director of Juniper House Assisted Living Memory Care. The healer saddle comes from Levy Shaw, specifically designed for the team rope and healer, handcrafted by Wild West, Blake West, and Shane Crossley, our carver. Sponsored by the Bill Levy family and the Jack Shaw family. Bill and Maggie Levy, Jack Shaw family, Levy children, Landon, Georgia, Odessa, and the Shaw family grandkids, Josie, Janess, Olivia Fujiwara, and Ritter Witten. The header buckle. Thank you to the sponsorship from the Hawkins Company of Pendleton and Echo. Presenting today is past Roundup President Tim Hawkins and his son Tanner Hawkins, who's been doing a great job this year. and its current Roundup Arena director and past Happy Canyon president, with his two boys, Deacon and Gunner, and daughter Quincy. The Healer buckle, it is from the Vanderplaat family, presenting his past Happy Canyon director, Andy and Karen Vanderplaat, and grandchildren, Coulter Raymond and Emma and Miller Graybeal. Each member of the winning team also receives the 30X Resistol hat, Bonnie Brown from Resistol presenting, saddle pad from Best Ever Pads, presenting today, Queen and Court, Yeti Tundra from Queen Kayla Fossick, Pendleton Wool Blanket, thank you to Thomas and Peter Bakken from Pendleton Woolen Mills, leather jacket presented by Angela Erickson of the Grand Office, High Street Insurance and Financial, cowboy boots presented by Ryan and Jody Vaughn, Riosa Mercedes, the hat, and of course the backpack from Pam Woolley of Huey, silver pocket watch, Callie Adams, Montana Silver, Osborne True Ranch knife, Megan Anderson of Benchmade Knives, bottle of Pendleton whiskey, Mindy Monjaras, Buck's beer gear bag. On behalf of Wild Horse Resort and Casino are the Happy Canyon Princesses presenting. The back sunglasses presented by Queen and Court. As we get set to recognize not only the Cowboys themselves, but man, that is a lot of good stuff right there. I think it's the most. Thank you to Austin Lopeman. Man, he does a great job helping support me and everybody up here with the great music that he plays all week long. Appreciate you so much. Let's do those team roping horses right now. The head and side, Mohawk, ridden by Dustin Eguesquiza. The healer horse for the roundup will be Polly, and that's ridden by our champions Levi Lord, and that's exactly who we're going to talk to right now.
You know, this team in 2024 has become known as one of the fastest in the business. But, Levi, this is a completely different ball game at the Pendleton Roundup. How proud are you to show that you can master any type of setup in front of you?
Oh, man, this rodeo is so hard to win. You got to have things go your way, and it's a bucket list win. We feel like we've got good horses for here, and we won't miss this one. So to come out on top and be able to do the victory lap here in a second in front of all these fans, it's amazing.
Dustin, in a year where you two have won virtually every rodeo you've entered, it's felt like, how does this one stack up?
It's been an awesome year. This one's number one on the bucket list for me, for sure. And to finally get it done today is pretty awesome.
Hey, it's a number one rodeo for good reason. And these two are number one for good reason as well. They've been battling out all week to be your team roping champions.
Wow.
It's been a great year for that team, and the great year continues with 2 weeks left in the rodeo season. We welcome you back here to the deck, getting ready for some Indian dancing here in just a moment, followed by the bull riding, single steer roping, and then the barrel racing to finish it up on a championship day at the Pendleton Roundup.
Our Native American partners joined us, and you'll hear a lot of it from Mr. Jesse Nowlin in just a moment. At the very first Pendleton Roundup, friends from the Confederate tribes, the Umatilla Indian Reservation, and other members of the Northwest tribes are in attendance and participating today. Walla Walla, Cayuse, Umatilla, they've all been part of the Pendleton Roundup since 1910. And as the tradition continues, I want to introduce you to a cowboy. I see him all over the country in wild horse race competitions, but I think you'll understand after you listen to him for about 15 minutes that pride would be the number one word that I would use at this point during the Pendleton Roundup. A lot of pride in the history and the great tradition of our partners, our Native American friends. I invite you all to stand up, take a stretch, and enjoy the next 15 minutes with my friend, Jesse Nowlin.
Yoko Kuusin Tikta. I was Mamayat, Kem Kunya, Kem Kunyin, Imka, Tikta, Mamayatine. Kus, we seek the token Papanoya Kina Ki Houtin Wataspa Kus. He went a keen, Ikiawe. Just want to say I'm very happy to be here to speak on behalf of the Confederated Tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservation, under the direction of our tribal chiefs. I'd like to introduce them at this time, Mr. Donald Sampson, Pio Pio Mox Mox, Mr. Gary Burke, Tukluki, and Mr. Bill Burke, with Yatmas Tilalakop. We, as the Confederated Tribes of Umatilla, have been the hosts here at the Pendleton Roundup for all of our neighboring tribes who travel here from all over the country, from as far north as Canada, down south into Arizona, New Mexico, as far east as the Great Plains, and all the way to the Pacific Ocean. All come here to take part in the Pendleton Roundup in one of the most unique and wonderful rodeos in all of the country. This is our traditional homeland. Our original homeland encompassed what we figured to be about 6.4 million acres, stretched from the John Day all the way up to the first bend of the Yakima River, and all the way to what is now the Oregon and Idaho border. And in that way, we've been living here, following our traditional ways, gathering our traditional foods, under the direction of our traditional law. And our traditional law was sat down to us by our Creator, who gave us direction about how to live our lives. And I always tell people that we aren't unevolved as Indian people, though our ways may be primitive in some aspects. We followed a different set of values. And I had an elder tell me one time that if you lived a long, good life and you passed away and left no foot traces, no traces of you being here at all, only the memory of you that lived on in stories, then that was the way of living a good Indian life. And Lewis and Clark come to find this place, and they described it as brand new and untouched, even though tribal people have been living here for thousands of generations. And we consider ourselves stewards of the land. You know, we look after the salmon, we look after the big game like elk and deer. We harvest traditional foods. We try to have as small impact on the land as possible. And we lived that way all the way up until we signed the Treaty of 1855. And the Treaty of 1855, we reserved for ourselves three things that were already ours. We wanted to enter into a peace negotiation with the United States government. We wanted to live peaceably on a tract of land that we can call our own. That was the first stipulation that we asked for, was what we now know as the Umatilla Indian Reservation. The second stipulation that we wanted was the right to harvest all of our traditional foods and resources in all the same places that we used to, what we know as usual and accustomed places, hunting, fishing, and gathering. And the final thing that was really important to us was the right to govern ourselves, what we now know as tribal sovereignty. We became a nation before the state of Oregon became a nation. And as such, we've generated a government-to-government relationship with the state of Oregon so that we can foster this tract of land that we reserve for ourselves and live and grow in the way that our ancestors anticipated us to be. And that's what we've been doing. We've been trying to find a way to adapt our traditional way of life to the modern life ways. So we started the Wild Horse Resort Casino. We started a bunch of other businesses, Cayuse Technologies. We have our own truck stop. We put a lot of time and energy and money into wildlife conservation, salmon habitat restoration. We work really closely with the Bonneville Power Administration, local farmers and irrigators union to make sure that there's salmon in the rivers. All of those things are really important to us. And as you see coming around the North Grandstand here, we have our American flag and our tribal flag, but we also have our very first American flag. That's the eagle feather staff. You know, our tribal people volunteer for the United States Armed Service by far more than any other ethnic group in the United States. So if you folks would please stand, and let's have a big round of applause for all of our tribal veterans who are out there fighting for us, and all the other boys who are across the pond looking out for the United States and taking care of our great country. We appreciate you all very much. We also want to acknowledge all of our families who are continuing on our host culture. You know, our tribal people have always taken great pride in our host culture, and we encourage our young people to take part in these events every year. And we want to encourage them to keep doing so. We have the Native American beauty pageants, which require a portion of it to be riding in the arena today, and also in the pageant. If you go to the pageant Friday mornings, it's down on Main Street. These ladies all participate. They dress their horses up in our traditional ways. They get themselves dressed in their family's regalia, which is handed down from generation to generation. And they come here just to take part in the Pendleton Roundup. So we want to show our appreciation for them today. Also, all of our Indian relay racers who come to the Pendleton Roundup every day and take part. And also all of the people who participate in the Happy Canyon Night Show. And we have two young ladies who have been representing us all over the country as Happy Canyon Princesses. They've gone to all the major rodeos, and they were telling everybody about the Pendleton Roundup and our Native American participation here. So we'd like to acknowledge them today. Please give them a big round of applause. Today's the last day of their reign. So congratulations, Layla So Happy and Lauren Gould. We appreciate everything you did for us this year. Thank you. All right. We have a special presentation here today. We want to acknowledge our visiting chief here, Philip Whiteman Jr. from Lame Deer, Montana. He's returning here to the Pendleton Roundup. He's a winner here, and he was acknowledged at one time by Chief Clarence Burke, and he wants to continue that tradition going forward. He's presenting here some star quilts that were made by Dolly and Ted Knight from the Cheyenne River Indian Reservation. And he wants to acknowledge them as the connection to our Creator. He's doing this, to acknowledge that gift that was given to him as a young man. He was here in the rodeo, and Chief Clarence Burke, acknowledging him, helped him show him that dreams do come true. He became a PRCA contestant at the Pendleton Roundup. And this year is being inducted into the North American Indigenous Athletics Hall of Fame, and also into Montana Indian Athletics Hall of Fame. He wants to honor Chief Gary Burke, who's a descendant of Clarence Burke, with these satin star blankets, alongside fellow bonnet wearers Thomas Morning Owl, who organizes the traditional dancing at the Roundup, David Wolf, who helps in the Happy Canyon, Fred Hill, who's the vice president of the Two Cultures, One Powwow, Two Cultures, One Community Powwow that we put on here at the Pendleton Convention Center. He also wants to acknowledge Tony Minthorn, he was a huge helper in helping make sure that people are able to get their horses into the arena. She helps with the run-in on the princesses every day. And also our Indian director this year, Mr. Jason Hill. And Curtis Bertram here is assisting him. Also Anthony Bonifer and our fancy dance champion, Xavier Sonny Littlehead, who's from Northern Cheyenne and Navajo. So let's give these guys a big round of applause. Thank you for being here today. Now we're going to start our awards here today. Our first awards are for the annual Native American Beauty Pageant sponsored by the Pendleton Woolen Mills. Presenting the awards today on behalf of the Woolen Mills, who are longtime supporters of the Pendleton Roundup, and they also contribute to our tribal community all year long. Big appreciation here for the Pendleton Woolen Mills. So on behalf of them, your fourth place winner, I'd like to introduce to you from right here in Pendleton, Oregon, representing Confederated Tribes of Umatilla, Avery Quams. Congratulations, Avery. She's the daughter of Carrie Sampson and Justin Quimps. She's a junior at Pendleton High School. She's a direct descendant of Chief Pio Pio Mox Mox and a longtime participant here at the Pendleton Roundup, along with her family. She's won in the Junior American Beauty Pageant. She's also placed here before in the Senior Beauty Pageant, and she plays shortstop for the Pendleton Bucks, and she's one heck of a softball player. We appreciate all your efforts here today, Avery, and on behalf of your family, and we wish you all the best in the future. One more round of applause, please, for Avery Quimps. And your third place winner, also from here in Umatilla, Pendleton, Oregon. A round of applause, please, for Mylin Mills. Mylin is the daughter of Jack Mills and Celeste Watchman. She goes to our Nikiawe High School here on the reservation. She loves spending time with her family and riding her horses. She also likes to paint and bake. She helps babysit some of the kids that we have and hang out with them, and looks forward to working in that field in the future. She also is a manager for the girls basketball team. She travels around to different powwows and rodeos. Thank you, Mylin, for coming here and participating in the American Beauty Pageant. Congratulations, Mylin Mills. And your second place winner, representing Wanapum and Muckleshoot tribes from Mattawa, Washington, Dreama Waina. She's the daughter of Jason and Emily Buck. She's a fourth-generation Pendleton Roundup participant. Her family comes and set up teepees here and also at Ellensburg. She graduated with a GPA of 2.87. She plans on going to college. She's working on a Bachelor's of Science degree at Arizona State University. She wants to be in the American Indian Law program in the fall of 2026. She's a follower of our traditional lifeways, gathering our roots and berries and providing for the longhouse there at Wanapum. So congratulations, Dreama Waina. Thank you for being here today. Your second place winner. And your champion, representing the Nez Perce tribes by way of Lapway, Idaho, Taya Yira. She's 16 years old. She goes to Lapway High. She's active in the Sweetwater Appaloosa Horse Club, and she's a 4.0 GPA student. Wow, that's awesome. She's very interested in take over the horse ranch that her family's been operating for a long time. They produce these beautiful Appaloosa horses. It's really important to her that we carry on this tradition in our ceremonies and following on our traditional ways. So thank you, Terry. You're out. You're the champion here today at the Pendleton Roundup. Congratulations. Next are the awards for the Dancing in the Park competition. Oregon State University has been sponsoring some of these events all week long. We're so happy to have them here. They sponsor many fine outreach programs throughout the state. It's with pleasure that OSU continues its own proud heritage by honoring the Native American contributions to the traditions and spirit of the Pendleton Roundup. Oregon State University is pleased to present these awards for the traditional dance competition. For the women's traditional competition, your third place winner, dancer number 118 from Pendleton, Oregon, representing Crow and Blood Tribes as well, How about a big round of applause for Edwina Morningow? And your second place winner, representing the Yakima tribes from Yakima, Washington. Please give a big round of applause to Pat Heemsaw. And your first place winner. Please give a big round of applause to Lydia Scahan. These ladies competed out in the Roy Raley Park in the Native American vending area every day in the traditional dance competition. They're being awarded these beautiful Pendleton blankets, so I want to thank them for their participation. Again, thank you to Oregon State University. Congratulations, ladies. In the men's competition, your third place winner, dancer number 139, Mr. Levi Blackwolf. And your second place winner, representing Yakima tribes, please give a big round of applause to Mr. Brian Adams. And your champion, representing the Nez Perce tribes by way of Lapway, Idaho, Mr. Kellen Lewis. They're also receiving these beautiful Pendleton blankets. They've been competing every day out in the Dancing in the Park area right after the rodeo, so I appreciate all their help, all their good dancing and singing this week in the park. So again, one more big round of applause for our winners and for Oregon State University. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. If I can keep your attention here to the center of the arena, each day the Roundup Association presents awards to male dancers selected by our judges to be outstanding. These are our winners today. Your third place winner, representing the Cayuse tribe from right here in Pendleton, Oregon. Round of applause, please, for Mr. Clifford Stanger. And your second place winner, representing the Yakima tribes from Yakima, Washington. He's a champion dancer all over the country. Give a big round of applause to Mr. Rusty McLeod. And your champion, representing the Bannock tribes from Fort Hall, Idaho, Mr. James Tuhone. We're also presenting an award here for the women selected by our judges to be the best dressed in the arena today. It's my honored distinction here today to introduce you all to one of our tribal elders, carrier of our traditional cultures from Yakima, Washington. On behalf of the Yakima tribes from Toppenish, Washington, please give a big round of applause to Wilma Wasais. You know, Wilma and her husband just celebrated their 54th anniversary here. And they come every year and they stay in the Indian Village. And we're really happy to have them every year. So congratulations again, Wilma. And Wilma and Les on your anniversary and also being best dressed in the arena today. Thank you all very much for being here today. One more big round of applause for our winners here today. You know, ladies and gentlemen, we've been coming here to the Pendleton Roundup since 1910. And we have a lot of competition. We're trying to encourage our young people that our culture, our language, our history, not just in our own tribes, but our history with the Pendleton Roundup is important and it's worth preserving. Some of us have been camped in these same spots since 1910. We're wearing regalia that's hundreds of years old. We want to show our appreciation to the Pendleton Roundup for allowing us here to be part of this rodeo. If you people have never been anywhere else but the Pendleton Roundup, you don't know how good you got it. This is a great rodeo. It's a wonderful place to be. But we're having a hard time. We need to encourage these young people that what we're doing is important. Carrying on these traditions and these ways and this culture and participating here in the Pendleton Roundup. So if you would please, there's nothing more encouraging than 18,000 fans at the Pendleton Roundup, letting people know that we want to see the Indians here for another 100 years. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you very much. At this time now, I want to turn it over to our rodeo announcer. Here. Mr. Brooks, it's a pleasure being here, man. We get to go everywhere, and there really is nothing like the Pendleton Roundup. I mean, Wilma's dress was handed down to her by her mother, Annie Smartlewitt. It's over 100 years old. I mean, we go to Cheyenne, we go to all these different places. There just really is nothing like the Pendleton Roundup. And I enjoy being here. And I thought I heard you say that Mr. Blanc is in his 44th year.
That's exactly right. Yeah, wow. He's Volunteer of the Year.
Volunteer of the Year. Congratulations, Mr. Blanc. Our rodeo announcer here, I get to see him all over the country. He's a gentleman. He's a cowboy. I've seen him even announced by horseback, which I think would be cool at the Pendleton Roundup. He makes sure everybody gets a good dose of the Pendleton hospitality. He makes sure all of our cowboys get taken care of. Let's take care of our rodeo announcer one time, please. Mr. Wayne Brooks.
You are the man. You are the man. You can tell the amount of pride that he takes in not only his culture, but his families and his friends. But you know what, Jesse, there's a lot of folks that are here for their very first time. They might need a little instruction because it is a Saturday night coming up just pretty quick here. So you might need to give them some advice.
Yeah, this is it. Saturday night at the Pendleton Roundup. It's your last chance.
So beautiful, so colorful, and so rich in history. When we come back, it is so dangerous. And you're going to watch bull riding break out of here with some very plastic fences between the bulls and the crowd. You're watching the very unique, the one and only 114th edition of the Pendleton Roundup.
Let her buck. It's a way of life. It's taking on the day, no matter what it throws at you. And that's why it's on every bottle of Pendleton whiskey. It's not just poured, it's earned.
The Cowboy Channel's flagship news show continues to keep you up to date in the world of pro rodeo and Western sports.
He's been having the 2024 of a century. He's sitting number one in the world standings.
In-depth interviews.
We know that every bull that we get on, we have to make it count. I think holding each other accountable and holding ourselves accountable is a huge thing as well.
And the latest in equine industry news and more, all in one spot. It's the new Western Sports Roundup, weekdays at 7 p.m. Eastern on the Cowboy Channel.
RFD TV cares about rural America. Market Day Report brings you the latest in rural news, and our coverage second to none. From our extensive tracking of the avian flu outbreak that spread through livestock populations, the volatility of the commodity markets in 2024, and the fight on Capitol Hill for an improved farm bill, our team is here to show you why Market Day Report and Rural Evening News are rural America's most important newscasts.
Welcome to Ranch & Co. Interiors. I'm Sammy O'Connell, wife of three-time world champion bareback rider Tim O'Connell. And this is our longtime friend, Kelly Eggers, co-owner of Ranch & Co. Interiors and owner of the original windmill ceiling fans.
We have been in the Western community our entire lives. At Ranch & Co. Interiors, we believe there are important principles in the way we do our business and live our lives. At Ranch & Co. Interiors, you dream it, and we build your dream.
Ride towards it. Reach for it. Protect it. Enjoy it. Blue skies. Open roads. Wrangler. Long live Cowboys.
One of the finest gentlemen in all of Western sports. Our way of life is better because of Bobby Kerr, and we are getting behind him and a great cause because he's been fighting some cancer. Got some situations that have been coming up, and we're going to do our part to join in as a great neighbor and friend of Bobby Kerr. You can scan that QR code right now on your screen, or you can text Cowboys for Kerr, or go to the website, all right? So we invite you to do that and help out one of the finest gentlemen we've ever known, Bobby Kerr. Let's talk about some bull riding matchups. Trey Kimsey, number 13 in the world, needs a ride here, but we're going to see the number 2 man in the world, J. Scott Claire. We're going to see number 3 man in the world, TJ Gray. Hayes Waite is number 4. So 2, 3, and 4 right there in the bottom half of our program. And then here comes your top 6 coming back with the lead right here. We are ready to watch him ride. Trevor Rice is number 12 in the world.
You are going to see some incredible bull power today. Trey Kimsey, a national finalist, top 15 right now. Huge score in Austin, Texas to win that big winter rodeo. They're trying to make room for his left leg down there. That bull is leaning against the back of the chute, so he can't even come close to getting his leg down in there. So they're just trying to make a little bit of room so he can get both feet down on the side of that bull. We'll say hello to 3 of the best bullfighters in the business. These men come from all over, but they fight the biggest rodeos in the land. From Colorado, how about a warm Pendleton hello to superstar bullfighter Nate Justice. From Oklahoma comes the many-time bullfighter of the year, whether it's freestyle or cowboy life-saving. He does it all. Cody Webster. And the GOAT, the greatest of all time from Wyoming, 10-time bullfighter of the year, Dusty Tuckness. So they're going to roll on. They said he tried and tried and tried. Orange flag on the ground means he gets a re-ride. We got plenty of bulls for that, so no problem. I'd rather not see him get any more hurt than he is. He wouldn't pass a vet check right now anyway if he tried to. All right, here we go. Everybody. Hayes Waite. Hayes Waite, Goshen, Utah. OLS Tufts Buck Cherry from Ward Moxa. Hayes having a great year. His first national finals, now top 5 in the world. They won Logandale on the bull, and I feel terrible, Matt. I forgot to introduce our backup bullfighter. Should one of those 3 guys go down, Matt Merritt will spring out of the barrel like a cat.
And run on the other side of that BBC pipe.
And jump in to help save lives. That's the idea. All right. That's the island of safety out there if we need one. You got to be a little crazy. What is the Queen in Court doing down there? Girls, are you crazy today or what? How are ya? Nice to see ya. You don't have to outrun the bull. You just have to outrun that girl sitting next to you on that side, okay?
Saturday is the day that everybody that's wanted to sit on the grass during the bull riding decides, you know what? I can only live once, and today's my chance.
That's right.
We got Carly Peterson from the Cowboy Channel sitting on the grass today.
Is she really?
She's dressed like a leopard, so the bull should run from her.
There she is. Thanks for all your great work with the Cowboy Channel, Carly. Great job, as always. All right, let's ride one. We need one road. Get one road.
Man, we are off to a rough start in the bull riding.
We're having a rough start here.
All right, I know what we need. We need unity. We need to come together. In a moment, I'm going to be giving away my that autographed jersey. I don't know if there's still some for sale. 100% of the proceeds go to the Golden Circle of Champions and kids with pediatric cancer. However, we're going to come together as a group. Austin Lopeman plays the music. Austin, can you play one we can all sing along to? I want everybody's voices before this bull
little sing along. Got to put your hands in the air.
Touching hands.
There you go.
Reaching out.
No reaching out.
Touching me.
No touching.
Sweet down the line. Good times never seem so good.
How about that? We ride the first bull of the day. I love it. So let's start them off with an 82.5 point ride. So the spread on the bull riders coming in is a lot. It's about 14 points dividing the top 12 guys. So the farther we go down the line, the higher the points will be on the first head. Maverick Smith is our next cowboy. Who's Your Daddy is the bull from Ward Moxa. Reno Extreme Bull Riding Champion. Maverick Smith, Ellensburg, Washington champion a couple of weeks ago. And this Who's Your Daddy bull, this might be the buckinest bull you see today. He's either just right for a big, big score, or he's like letting the air out of a balloon. He is wild. Big thank you to Billy Ward, the big guy down there in the black hat and the white shirt, shoot boss extraordinaire every day in Pendleton. Maverick Smith, the right guy to ride this one, but he is wild. Watch yourself out there, Matt. So that bull went down on his back legs, and you know how it works. He gets a what? You bet. Get that crazy son of a gun out of here. Wow. In the blender today, the two pickup men that drew the short straw, Mitch Coleman and Tyler Kraft. It's up to them to keep everybody safe. Thank you, boys. Welcome back. Because our super titanium, double strength, Air Force made, NASA approved fence.
Hang on, let me feel of it. Let me see if you're right.
Okay, go check it out.
Double strength, Air Force. Yeah, ready to go. One finger. Whoa.
We've had, I think, 5 is the number of bulls get out here this week. We're going to TJ Gray from Oregon. Here's your Oregon bull rider. Smokey the Bull. Come on, TJ. 6.7 seconds. For you Oregon fans, maybe this will make you feel a little bit better. TJ Gray's number 3 in the world. He'll be in Las Vegas, Nevada for the Wrangler NFR. He has been having an outstanding year. All they have to do is bump that fence, and then things go a little crazy around here.
Yesterday, one didn't even mean to. He just hit it with his rear end. It fell over. And then when he realized it was knocked over, then he felt like he was at some sort of weird human bowling alley.
I know. We had the first day in the rainy day on the rainy grass, slick grass. One of our pickup men got hooked off of his horse, and then the bull continued to hook him on the ground. Well, that cowboy is out there. He's on his horse right now on the east side of the bull riding arena. That's Bullseye Bob. Tell him you're glad he's okay, because he's tough as boot leather. Tough. Ernie Corson Jr. all the way from Okeechobee, Florida. Big show from Big Raptor. Stay there, Ernie. Ooh, man.
Can I ask 16,153 people a question?
Okay, I'm ready.
So to all 16,153 in attendance here at the Pendleton Roundup on a Saturday, what would it sound like if we had a 90-point bull ride in here? Do you know that if you did that, maybe before the ride happened, it might help us make it to 90? Let's practice. Let's see how loud we can be. 1, 2, 3.
Justin Woodward is our cowboy. Wayne and Nancy Bull Chico. They won a pile of money last weekend at Gallup on the bull, but not this weekend. Gonna get our cowboy down a little too soon. Boy, it's the end of the year. You can see these guys hobbling around. It is the end of the season. Our fiscal year in rodeo runs from the last day of September all the way the next year to the last day of September. You got to win all your money in qualification dollars from September to September to get to Las Vegas. Raleigh Johnson is our cowboy. Jeff Davis's 4-star rodeo Cottonwood, California bull called Drop Top Taxi. Cowboy Channel has a great program called the Stock Market Report. And they'll report on the highest marked bulls throughout the year, week after week after week. This one right here, he's been on that board as the high marked bull a couple of times this year already. Raleigh Johnson's got him. Prairie, Idaho. Where's all the Idaho people? Come on.
Machine keeps turning. Get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on
Holy smoke. Holy smoke. Holy buckets. That son of a gun bucked. I mean, straight up and down. I can't wait to see the replay on this one. Here it comes right here. Wow. Thank goodness that cowboy was able to get up and walk away from that wreck right there. Put a little healing power on my cowboy if you would. He took a bad whack. Coolest name in bull riding, Roscoe Jarbo. New Plymouth, Idaho. Magic Touch the bull. You can be all the points on this bull you want to be. We're shooting number 10 for the 16 Rookie of the Year. Come on. He's a 5-time NFR bull rider. He's a veteran, and he needs a little help. I know how to do it. There's only one word to this song. Here we go. Oh my! Oh my! Oh no! I'm looking down at the back judge on the chute. He pulled the yellow flag. Then I looked at the clock on the board. 7.8 seconds. Oh, man. Let's give him 1.5 seconds worth of applause anyway. You think? Back over to chute number 4 for Jeter Lawrence and Haunted Hotel. Top 10 ranked bull rider. This bull's a little tricky. He's got a little hop, skip, and a jump about the first 3 jumps out there. And that's where he gets most of the guys on the ground. If you can get past the first 3 jumps, you can ride this bull, but he gets faster and faster and faster. Jeter Lawrence. Ready to ride. Let's go. Wayne Bull, Dancing Bull, Bull, Haunted Hotel. He's making it. He's gonna make it. You're good. You're good. Wow. How spectacular was that? He is going to go to number 1 by a long ways. Look at this. Look at this. 88 points. Trey Kimsey. Silver Bullet, Big Rafter Rodeo, money or mud kind of bull right here. They won a couple rounds in San Antonio this winter. You either get bucked off or you win money. That's how it is. Trey Kimsey, like I said, he wouldn't pass a vet check either. He's been packing a leg around here the last couple of weeks. I'd like to see us put some money in his bank account right now. Come on, Trey. We'll help you, buddy. Yes. Yes. Oh, attaboy, attaboy, attaboy. Bend over, making me to terrible. Bend over, making me to terrible. Whoa. And for a nice check, it's an 87.5. Maverick Smith, Nance Bull joining us here this afternoon, bringing us the great bull called Wild Time. If I had to reach in the hat and pull one out, this is the one I'd want in this pen. They won round 4 of our Extreme Bulls on this bull right. Wow. Whew, shows you how much I know.
Man, that was over faster than a Taylor Swift relationship.
Yeah, they said he was a nice little bull. I don't think that doesn't come together right, I don't think. Nice little bull. Sheesh. Okay, here comes the man in the driver's seat. Jeter Lawrence is ahead by 2 with 174 points. Trevor Rice from Linden, Iowa, comes in with an 87-point ride, the highest ride of the week so far this week. Outlaw Buckers brings us Blue Magic. This bull named the 2023 Canadian Finals Rodeo Bull of the Year. They won Kennewick, Washington on him, and our cowboy Trevor Rice, top 15 in the world right now. He's been riding everything he's been hanging his rope on. He's going to need a pile of points, but it's possible. It is possible. All right, come on. All over the place. We Trevor Rice in shoot number 3. Huge win for about 15 grand in Puyallup, Washington last weekend, and finished just outside the top 15 last year. It's been several years since he's been to Las Vegas, and a win right here would cap it off and make sure he goes in December. All right, let's get the energy level right. Let's go. I love it when a plan comes together. He did it. He did it. How about the work of those 3 bullfighters? Those guys are amazing. Show them the score. Show them the score. 91.5. Wow. That bull carried in past tense a 99% buck off ratio. He was not supposed to ride that bull, but he did. It is official. Trevor Rice is the man with the victory lap today.
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say yeah. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air. Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now.
He is ready to go as soon as he can get around all the people. He's an excited guy. 2 big wins in 2 big weekends. Made it all work out.